help you.
Frodo.
No. Okay, go.
Trying to rob you. Oh, it's Bilbo, isn't it? My bad. Just about
Get out of
myself.
here.
Live on stream. Hello, family, friends, fans, and fellow adventurers.
Mitch is a fake Lord of the Rings fan.
I am.
Fake Tolkien
I love
fan.
that golem. Welcome back.
My special.
Sands of Syldaris. No, Practical Heroes. Cape 2, Sands of Syldaris. We're off to a great start. We've not been here doing this since the 13th of September, so we're just excited to be back.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. We're doing it. We're actually doing it now. Okay.
We're doing it live.
It's real.
The music is detuned. Because
And
fuck me, I
loud.
guess.
We know. That's how
Is
we
it
know it's
loud?
time to go.
Again? Still?
This is really loud.
God damn. It shouldn't be. I don't know why the music's so loud today.
India.
There we go, that's better.
It's a bit of a drama queen.
Last time, you guys were still in the Hanged Man's hovel with chalk and claw marks scarring the wood, a hag inside a cage, corpses swaying outside, and the battle from the previous session drawing to a close. The Hanged Man previously had unfolded himself horrifically from like a crack in the wall that he entered through, creaking limbs, throwing accusations. But Mura stood her ground with her father's journal and her mother's name. Nooses dragged friends towards the rafters. Power cracked the room, and you cut through his killing anger as Mura's voice broke past it. The Hanged Man faltered. He heard his daughter in her words. And the fight bled to confessions. The sun god had lied to him, and his grief had driven him to untold horrors. Speaking of, you turned to the hag for some answers. You threw down a zone of truth, and eventually she revealed that she had struck a bargain with Mura's father. In exchange for giving her whatever she wanted, she would
Bad deal.
grant Alistair Frost and his wife a child. So, of course, the hag claimed a hold over the newborn child, and she tore free a portion of Alistair's soul, loosing it in the Feywild. That fragment, as you found out during the session last time, as deduced by Linga, eventually became Ethray, the guardian who found Mura when she fell through a pool and into the Feywild, and didn't let her go until it was time. Unwilling to risk any further treachery, and speaking still of untold horrors, Rip swallowed the hag whole and is storing
I
her
forgot about
somewhere,
that.
I guess.
I didn't forget. Lindsay and I talked about it.
Mm-hmm. You summoned Ethray over to the Hanged Man's hovel, and together he and the Hanged Man chose to make themselves whole again. You took yourselves back to the Rootborn Mirror. Linga began to manipulate the weave to create an arcane lens. Chester hurled a thunderous litany to unmake the split. Warden steadied the surge and monitored from his docent, and Mura anchored everything to the ley lines around you. Just as it looked like your plan would fail, Syldaris' spectre stepped from Linga's spellbook as she poured every ounce of magic that she has in her body into making sure this succeeded. And he offered a spectral version of his staff. Light swelled, heat and chill traded places, and the halves knit back together again. Alistair Frost, father, whole at last, drew breath and embraced Mira. Drained to the edge,
Oh.
Linger asked to be stopped, requesting that Warden knock her out. But instead, rather than watching one of his friends punch his other friend in the face, Chester polymorphed her into a turtle.
Problem solved.
We hope. And with
We're
that,
out.
in an attempt to keep her and everyone in Abacadabra Tower safe, you ferried this turtle with these like wisps of arcane and eldritch smoke pouring out of it. You returned to the tower. You left Warden outside Linger's room guarding just in case. And you took a long rest. And I'm gonna restart the music program because fuck me, Kenku, please.
Thank you.
But yes,
I
you
was
decided
like,
to take a long rest. And when you wake up after the long rest, the plan is to figure out how you're going to deal with potentially Temperance next, and of course, the Sun God as a whole. So while I fix the music, Linger,
Yeah.
as everyone is kind of settling down for their long rests and Warden goes into his like standby mode that Warforged are able to do instead of sleeping. So that he can
Powered
still keep an
down.
ear out on Linger. I would like you, please, and I think, unless I'm wrong, no, you still keep your mental stats in polymorph.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Couldn't remember which it was, and
Thanks.
whether I was
We
confusing it
got
with
her.
wild
She's
shape.
safe. Can we say that we put Linger in like a little pool in the tower so she get like?
So you
that
did
has, like,
say
a
last
little-
time that you put her in the hot tub and she immediately
Oh, okay.
flipped
I don't think
over
you
onto
do
her
keep
back,
them,
and
actually.
Mira had to
Yeah.
tip her
now I'm
right way up
questioning
again.
that. Yeah.
I don't think you do keep them. Well, you keep your mind in the sense of you know who your friends are and stuff like that, but I do think
but you
your
don't keep the mental
Yeah.
stats, right?
No, not with polymorph.
Okay.
With Drew Wild Shape you do, but not.
Yeah.
That's
so
what I
she's just
thought. Cool.
she's just a dumb old turtle.
In that case, Linger.
It's a stupid turtle.
Yeah.
In turtle form, I guess, if you want to bring up some turtle stats.
Yeah.
Can you give me an intelligence saving throw?
You got
Okay.
this.
Hold on, let me look. Let's see.
Turtles are so smart.
Turtle D&D.
Not finding. I
5e.
see Dragon Turtle.
Turtle.
I believe
Tiny
you
beast.
quite possibly
Unalive.
said snapping turtle because we had the stats for that last time, but I am
Giant one.
I think
very
we
easy
definitely
on
said
what
snapping turtle
type.
because Linger is very spicy.
All right. Well, standard turtle has a -4. Yeah,
Oh,
a
God.
-4. So let me see if I can find
Just like Mira.
D&D snapping.
A giant
mean-
snapping turtle also -4.
Oh, okay.
I will say you still keep your inspirations, and I'll give you access to like Linger's class features like Flash of Genius is thingy.
No, it's her
Knowledge from a past life.
Past. Yeah. All right.
Flash of Genius is on.
Give me just a
Artifice.
minute,
I'm thinking of Spanner.
because I have been over here struggle busing to get logged into Twitch, and I had to redo my password. So I've been.
Oh no.
in there.
Just give me just a minute. I have a friend that's gonna take a look at my computer after he's done building my Sonic computer and see if he can make it run not like a geriatric patient.
Yeah, I need to have a look at mine. Mine's been having some problems recently that it really shouldn't have. See the peak stream when I eventually finish editing that together, because that's split up into 4 separate streams because of how many times it went down.
Yeah. We were
So I
having
need to edit it
issues
together.
that day.
Does mean I do have one stream section that starts with just Ethan playing chess, following Bing Bong's orders.
That's hilarious.
Okay, and this is
while
a
we were
save,
waiting
right?
for Steph. Yeah.
All right. Well, the knowledge of a past life only works on skill checks.
Interesting.
An 8.
Baby girl.
Mm.
Okay. So
Sound.
Turtle Linger is like vibrating in the middle of the
Oh
room.
my.
So like the
Um,
bubbles in the hot tub are off, but there are bubbles in the hot tub because she's like just. She's like, it's like a thing that you buy off of Amazon to make your real bathtub a fucking hot tub or something. Just like toss it in, it's like.
There is this like arcane wisps of smoke just pouring out of like every crack in the shell. Anywhere there's like an air hole, any like slightly thin membrane, there is like arcane energy leaking out of this turtle.
This is before
Wooden.
bed, then, obviously, right?
So this is like kind of the
As-
first hour of the long rest while she's still a turtle. Warden, as you kind of like look back into the room to check, it's almost like at certain points there is like strobe lighting going off around this turtle. As you're just seeing like wisps and flashes of energy and sparks. But while struggling heavily, is still not in a like perilous situation right now.
Yo, this turtle got
Eventually-
living.
The hour elapses, the turtle slowly forms back into Linger, and I would like you to give me another intelligence saving throw, please.
Just
Linger.
since Chester would know this is his spell after all,
Mhm.
he's going to, as she's popping out of it, he's going to cast silence on her and
Okay.
maybe
I forgot
say,
to have a
Warden, perhaps
Recording
just,
in progress.
just
My
perhaps
bad.
there's a recording in progress.
That was silence
sorry.
being cast.
Maybe you should get in there in case she tries to, freak out and hurt herself or others. We won't be able to hear you though.
That is fine. I can handle it.
He'll cast.
Warden's screaming through the door, but he's got his helmet on so they can't even read his lips.
All right, so just a regular intelligence saving throw.
Yep, as Linger.
Okay.
As you can see, Rip's like frantically running around and trying to like push the wisps back towards Linger.
I see.
10.
You are spicing it
My
up
God.
today in a negative way.
And it has no inspirations, so
Oh my god.
Oh
We
my
just-
god.
Okay.
Wait. Can I could I have done something before I went to bed? Is it too late?
Are you there or would you have gone to bed?
I would
you
have
stuck around
stayed
for the hour?
I would have, yeah, because it's Linger, and I'm worried about. First of all, I think Mura thinks turtles can't swim. That feels like a 100% a Mura thing. So every time Linger flips over, Mura reaches in with like a long spatula or something to like flip her back. Because,
One of those nets
And-
for fishing stuff out of your pool.
yeah. And she like wants to put a bath bomb in there too. Like she put like a little bit, so she'll get a little bit off of the bath. But she didn't Linger to be comfortable. So if I keep seeing
Okay.
her struggling, could I? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see if this is actually anything. Okay, could I cast Gift of Luck on her?
Can you cast it on other people?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
I just never do.
Yeah. I touch her and I'm like, you're gonna be a very lucky turtle. I promise. It's all gonna
As
work
she
out for
starts
you.
slowly anamorphing back into Linger. Good
You're
turtle.
gonna be a very lucky Linger. There you go, Lindsay, if you want to look at it. You get advantage on 3 rolls of your choice.
Okay.
So you can use it on this first one if you want.
Sorry,
I'm gonna apply condition. All right. I don't know if it did anything, but okay. So let's see. So we'll call it advantage. It really
God.
doesn't want
Wow.
me.
Okay. So,
Well, I
at
tried,
this
so
point
it did
then,
nothing.
as the silence has been cast and she is now Linger again, who would be in the room with Linger? Just Warden?
I think Steph raised her hand, so
I didn't raise my hand, but now I'm trying to figure out if that's
what
true.
room are we in?
Yeah, what room is this?
It's the one
You
with
had
the
a
pool,
separate
so it'd be
hot tub room.
Mine has the Budweiser
Yeah,
pool area.
I personally thought we chucked her into her tower room and Warden was outside it. I don't remember this pool thing even a little.
Yeah,
but
I thought we did the
that's
hot
just my
tub
bad
for a
memory.
bit and then Linger's room. Because I know there was a hot tub because I was reading it in the transcript on Scribequill.
Yeah, I
Scribequill.
just,
We're
my
partners.
brain just didn't remember that.
Yeah. So, if we want this to be in Linger's room, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Yeah, she probably has like a, it's not really meant to be a hot tub. It's probably more like a sensory deprivation pool.
That sounds awful.
That makes more sense.
For her, it would be great though.
Yeah.
Then I will say I cast a spell from outside into the room.
Okay, so Chester's outside, so is it just Warden inside, or is Mira in there as well?
I guess it's probably just Warden inside. Mira
Okay.
fell asleep in the hallway.
Warden and Linger, can you both please give me a Constitution saving throw?
is there any way that I could like shield Linger?
It's coming from like
Yes.
inside Linger.
Okay, so I guess not.
It's coming from
See?
inside the linger.
This is a little better.
Okay. So with a 15, Warden, you're able to like... I don't know why, but the immediate picture that jumped into my head is the, I can't remember what it's called, but you know in Halo, like the armor thing when they just like
Yeah, armor lock.
punch
Yeah,
down on the floor.
yeah, Halo Race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan knows immediately what you're talking about.
Like I know it's
He's like,
in reach,
yeah.
but I can't remember what the armor thing specifically is called.
Armor lock.
Armor lock, fair enough. So Warden basically does that as there is just this this wave of just pure arcane energy washes across the room. Linger is going to take full damage, and
Oh
Warden is going
God,
to take
she's gonna
half.
fucking... Oh my God, she's fucking
that is-
dead.
12 points of force damage to Linger and 6 to Warden.
Okay. So she's just woken up from being a turtle and immediately gets bitch slapped by some magic. Is that
Basically, yeah.
okay?
And it's kind of like it comes from almost like the center of Linger's chest, like where you see that arcane glow that she kind of summons little Linger from. There's just like this building glow, this explosion of energy. It throws Linger across the room. Warden's like, oh shit.
I still
um,
imagine Linger as a turtle getting thrown across the room, though. Sorry. I
You
know
guys
she's
in the
not.
doorway. It is even
She's kind
still
of a turtle
powerful
right
enough
now.
that like your hair is blasted back by the wind.
Whoa.
Linger, can you please while I get this up quickly, because for some reason I always think about it and then never get it up in advance, which is a problem of
Giggity.
mine. Can you roll me a d6 first, Linger?
Boop, boop, boop. 'Tis a 5.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't
So we
decide if
scroll
your rolls
down
are good or bad.
to
I've
the
never.
indefinite madness table.
Indefinite.
Can you
We love that.
please give me a percentile roll? So this was fully like 1 to a 2. It would have been short term, 3 to 4 long term, 5 to 6 indefinite.
Fuck off.
Well, hopefully this indefinite madness will be different than her last indefinite madness, which was just to make her more apathetic, which she
Nothing.
already is.
Did we ever
What's,
solve that, or we just
what's the
started
roll?
off?
No,
we
it
don't know
didn't-
what's wrong.
28.
All right.
it wasn't a huge shift. It just kind of like
We
well,
ran with it.
She's
this
definitely
could
more
go
apathetic
so
about
bizarre.
everyone else in the world. But for you guys, she still can't wait.
Linger
Lay it on
gains
me.
a new flaw. I
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
become more like someone else I know, adopting his or her style of dress, mannerisms, and
Oh
name.
no.
Oh, we have to roll for it, right?
Oh, we have to roll.
I will leave it fully up to you. If you want to choose someone specifically, or if you want to roll for it, go for it. Given that there's only
I'm gonna
3 of them, if you
roll.
want to do what I just did with the D6 and do like 1 to 2 as one of them, 3 to 4 as one of them, 5 to 6 as one of
All
them.
right, I'm gonna type it in here so that we know.
Oh god, this is funny. Lindsay.
I swear to God, if she
might
turns
end
into
up being
Mura.
Warden. That would be so funny. I think it would be funnier if Linger started being like Warden.
My first thought was Warden, because absolutely it would be hilarious. And then I was like, wait, what if it's Chester or Mura? That's terrifying if Linger just suddenly starts
It's
being that happy.
man.
Oh, how's your southern accent?
you manifested it. Oh, her southern accent's good. She's southern girl. She's good.
I didn't know
my
I needed
God.
this.
I thought it
Oh.
was gonna be. I thought the reasoning for Warden was gonna be Warden is the first person she sees when she.
Just imprints on him.
Yeah, just imprints on him.
Suddenly tries to like start using a sword and stuff. You're like, Linger, what are you doing?
Linger.
Linger
And then all
comes
of a sudden
marching
we
out
get-
in full plate armor, can barely stand up, and everyone's
It's
like,
just
Linger, what the
cardboard
fuck?
boxes.
Yeah.
I will say it's up to you if you want this to start taking effect immediately, or if it like slowly
I think
happens
it's gonna be a
over the
slow
long
creeper.
rest. Or
Oh,
even
that's
longer.
good. That's
Absolutely.
Even better.
It's,
Linger, are you
it's gonna
okay?
just
Well, I never have.
I do declare a reshaped skeleton.
I'm not Foghorn Leghorn. Jesus. I'm a
It would be
distinguished
funny if
gentleman.
that was the. It would be so funny if that was Linger's interpretation, though.
Yeah.
I say.
Linger just uses his Looney Tunes character.
There's a logic there. There is a logic there.
There's a very big logic there, yeah.
A little bit.
oh.
Okay.
So
There
I
are-
guess from the door, like, what do I? Because I saw the silence up in.
Yes, so
fear.
you've seen this explosion. You've seen Linger get thrown across the room. I'll say it's still kind of within that sphere of silence, just for the sake of still being able to use it. And also,
Yeah. It's pretty big. 20.
I imagine Linger's
20 foot.
room is not exactly like 200 feet. There's only so many places she can be thrown, and silence is a fairly large area. But you do see her get blasted off her feet and kind of struggle back up. You can
Yeah.
both, or all 3 of you, still see just the wisps and just like crackling arcane energy around Linger as she's struggling back to her feet.
Yeah, she's got like one hand on her chest and the other one's like pressed to her temple. You know, she's got the
know-
ouches.
You know what? I've never thought of this before, but I feel like this would work. He's going to message her.
Oh,
'Cause
hey.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Linga, are you okay? You're in a silent spell, I should mention, just to be safe.
I'm not sure what happened. Did notice the silence. Probably not safe to come close.
Okay. He will relay that to Mira standing beside him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I think Mira's sitting on the floor. Mira seems like a little kid, like one of those kids that's like, if you make me stand in a line for more than like 35 seconds, I have got to sit down crisscross applesauce. She looks up, all the way up to Chester, and then wow. I realize how tall you were. And I mean, I know how tall you are, but you seem way taller than I'm sitting on the floor. She's okay though, you said?
I mean, yeah, she's not dead, and she's not actively trying to tear the tower apart with her magic. So, I mean, win-win, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You know what? Let me. I'll ask her what we should do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
First, he's gonna message Warden. Warden, just be wary. She's not gonna try to kill us immediately, so that's something. But I'm talking to her.
As you see Warden stand up, scorch marks across the armor.
And then back to Linger. What should we do? Period. Full stop.
Full stop! Help us. You tell us what to do all the time. We don't know what to do now.
He's not smart anymore either, I should say, because that was an hour, and so was Turtle was an hour. So.
All right. Well, before Linger answers, and I guess maybe while you're giving that first exchange, Mitch, can she see the wisps and kind of intuit anything from that?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'll do that. $16.
I mean, you don't need a particularly huge result for this one. You know what you've absorbed, and you know a lot about magic. This is like kind of pairing it with what just happened as well. This is almost like arcane backlash in a way. It's like there's two, and you knew this kind of going into it when you absorbed it in the first place. There's almost like two different entire sources of magic. Like, what you absorbed is an entirely different source of magic for an entirely different thing. And it's kind of conflicting with the fact that Linger obviously has her own, like, wellspring of magic within her. This is very different in nature, because it was corrupted. And it's like that corruption is like almost fighting to gain control in a way. Like the two sides are fighting each other, and that's what's causing this explosive reaction.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with an idea in just a second. Okay, so she'll reply back. I'm gonna need just a few minutes to get this under control. Maybe send Mira to the kitchen for some cookies. I like the lemon ones. And you and Warden just stand by.
All right.
Yep, okay.
So he'll start by relaying that to Warden, so he knows what's going on in there. And then Mira, okay, she says she needs lemon cookies or she will die. Hurry.
Oh no. Okay, Mira will like scramble to her feet and like try to start running as she's not even all the way up yet, kind of trip a little bit and go, and she's off. She's gone. She's gone to the kitchen.
Also assuming most, if not all, cookies in the tower are up somewhere high.
I mean, if you want like
to keep them away from Mura, usually.
Hey.
Oh, ask my parents.
Yeah, there's a mom hanging around.
Mira's gonna be gone for a while. because
Like
she's
Mira
gonna try on
definitely
her
normally
own
has to
first.
ask permission for cookies.
So
Otherwise,
mean.
she's just eating them all the time.
I'm being bullied.
Well, you've got a dad
Uh,
now, so you go get your dad.
I could go get my dad.
Dad, help me get some cookies. And then
I think
explain to him why
He
you need
is
cookies.
at this point passed
Asleep.
out.
Oh, okay, well then you've got to go get a different mom or dad.
If I think Mira's gonna try first to do it on her own, which is going to involve like climbing onto the countertop.
Absolutely doable, by the way.
Yeah, she
Oh,
can do
and-
that.
And you do have kobolds and
And bullywugs.
Yeah,
and bullywugs.
She's definitely gonna ask them first.
The kobolds
That's-
And then there's, like,
immediately
there's
have
gotta be at
a
least
very
one-
tenuous plan.
Yeah, there's gonna be at least one grung in there pretending to be a bullywug.
Yeah.
He's just very small.
Just licks his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the kobolds very quickly put together a very dangerous looking ladder.
This seems so safe.
Like it's
Mira
way longer
uses
than it needs to be. You climb up this very poorly constructed, hasty ladder to the cookies and retrieve them. Back upstairs
Got him.
Complete.
as Mira is returning and the ladder is collapsing underneath her.
Well,
Um,
before that, because we're still getting
yes.
back to the thing that happens between.
Yes.
So you may remember when we got the sands.
Bold of
the
you
sands
to assume I
Syldaris,
remember things.
Right. the sands up Syldaris. That's right. Close
The
captioning.
the Syldaris.
The same Syldaris.
The same Syldaris.
Oh, the closed captioning. So I should have turned them off. They're funny.
All right.
Okay, so Linger made boons for everybody, and we talked about a boon for Linger, but we never really did complete anything. So what if she hasn't done anything yet, and she's got those sands in her pocket sand, if you will, pocket sands of Syldaris,
Oh, I will.
and maybe she can funnel this energy into those sands to kind of maybe not filter them exactly, but diffuse them so that it's a little more
Interesting.
easy to like control.
I like the cut of your jib.
I try.
Give me an Arcana check.
People use sands to filter things. So hey,
Yeah,
look at that.
Yeah.
I got a 14, but I still have 2 rolls from my luck that I haven't
You
used.
do indeed.
I'll go with a 30.
Wow!
You know what? Because this
What
is a
the
skill check, I'm gonna use my past life thing just to.
See how high we can go.
Yeah. If I get a 6, that'd be cool. But even if it's just a 1 over, that's
Jesus fucking.
so a 34 to accomplish
Ah,
this.
you needed a 35.
Ah, damn!
Hmm.
This is fair.
No, I kid. Although I had put it at a 25, so a 30 was plenty.
And I kind of envision
Yeah.
this as like almost like a quick, like wizard version of MacGyvering. Like, oh shit, what can I do? What do I have on me? Oh, I've got these sands, and so it's all very instinctual. And so like, she'll probably fine tune it later, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a this is all magical instinct running right now, self-preservation, and just a little southern twang suddenly popping in there. Get on, get.
The-
Where did that come from?
only Linger hears inside her head because she's in a dome of silence.
Yeah.
So from outside the dome, you kind of just watch as Linger is like a bit more frantic than you've ever seen her, probably.
Yeah,
Normally very
definitely.
cool, calm, and collected. And here it's like, oh god, I could explode. And that would be
Not
very
optimal.
annoying because then who would finish my research?
Your ghost, I assume.
Also, my friends will be hurt, but like my research. Um,
That would be so funny if Linger's like, well, finishing my research doesn't really matter. I have a ghost, so.
Mitch, can I have a
Uh,
ghost?
maybe. You watch as
Be
she's
great.
like
Just continue playing.
kind of frantically looking around in her pack, and you watch as she pulls out the urn that contains the sands of Syldaris, and it's almost like in this dome of silence you're watching as she just kind of holds it up and is just staring very intently at the urn that once held the sands of Syldaris, having kind of infused all of you guys with fragments of it. I think kind of from Linger's perspective, she is able to almost like see, like, almost similar to how kind of Mura can see the ley lines. Linger is seeing almost like the colors of the magic, like this very like dark colors, grays and blacks and deep reds of this corruption as she kind of like,
Octarine.
Yeah, I was gonna say there
Yeah.
has to be Octarine in here.
of course, kind of like pulls it out of that kind of central core in her chest almost. And only Linger is seeing as it kind of like travels down her arms towards the urn and just like starts kind of swirling around inside the urn before traveling back up and inside her. You guys all kind of see and feel as this wind that was whipping up starts to die down. The like crackles of arcane energy around Linger start to shift back to more Linger colors that you've seen before, the kind of blues, the silvers, the little kind of like swirls of purple and pink from little Linger as it starts to like recede back inside her. Warden, this like wall of force that you've been struggling against this entire time starts to fade away as Mura finally
With the
like
biggest
skids
box
to
of
a halt
cookies.
at the door.
Mira just becoming
And you-
more and more chibi as time goes on.
She's just
Very much the
shrinking.
full like demon slayer run,
Yeah.
holding
She
it out
looks
in
like
front of her.
Nezuko.
Yes.
God, Lizzie, we gotta get you to watch a little bit of anime.
I've seen a little bit.
You watched The Delicious in Dungeon. You'd
I
really
did.
like.
It's a good one.
And I couldn't tell you any of the characters' names, but I did watch the Diary of the Apothecary's Diary, whatever it
Oh,
was.
so good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I have not seen that one.
Okay, I'm having
Um,
problems with D&D Beyond, but there is the disembodied species. So just to throw that
Ooh.
if something happens to
I
Linger,
also
you
do have
literally
a
can
few
bring her
similar
back.
ones as well.
Yeah. I used that in a D&D server that I let die, where I play
Nice.
an imaginary girl that wants to be real.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool as hell. But yeah, speaking of being cool as hell, you guys watch as Linger's struggle kind of wins out and she starts to get this under control.
All right. I guess
What's
she'll,
happening?
well, I'm gonna ask again. It seems to be going well. I think we're still here. He'll throw
Yeah.
a message. Linga, how's it going? We have your cookies.
Oh, I've got it under control. Everything is fine, and the cookies just sound divine.
Cookie sound bye.
Oh, okay. She said the cookies sound divine. That's what she said to us.
Like, oh. Well, okay, so I used to
I'm
make this
sweating.
like divine seal bread. Who's so good. I'm gonna have to call Sam and ask if he has the recipe still. I can't remember it. And I didn't write it down. But I know that Sam and Spanner did, because they make it all the time. But at least they did last time I talked to them. It's been a while.
100%
Don't
Sem
worry.
has all the recipes because Spanner's book bags are just full of all the books she needs.
I was gonna say bath bombs that Mira keeps sneaking in there, but okay.
And bath bombs.
Yeah, Sim probably walks around with like 20, 30 bags of holding that are just crammed full. And that's on top of like the
Mostly
automaton mule
Spanner's
that
stuff.
she's made. Like, poor guy.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
he's
well,
living his best life, don't worry.
I'm gonna drop the silent spell, I suppose, and cross your fingies, everyone. And he'll drop the spell.
Oh, how many thingy?
Too
As the
late.
silence
You didn't
drops.
cross enough of them.
I mean, I could just cast it again. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah. The silence dome drops. Linger is
You're live,
panting.
ish.
I seem to have made it through the ordeal. Yes.
What was it?
I am. It was just a little bit of arcane static, I guess you could call it, just from the buildup of everything that's been going on.
It's the magic. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I'm fine.
You know.
I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Mhm. I am just famished, though. Could definitely go for some of those cookies, which is weird because she never eats. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
Mira
fine.
holds out box of
Magic
cookies.
makes things weird.
magic makes things weird. Thank you.
I brought
You-
cookies.
Definitely, you succeeded. Did a great job. Thank you. And she takes the cookies.
You're welcome.
She's very
She's like
Mira's-
shaking, reaching out for the cookie.
yeah. She needs the sugar. Just she's had a sugar drop. She needs the
My sugars are low.
Mhm.
yeah.
My
Like-
Needs the cookies.
I like to think
I
the way I'm picturing it is Linger is holding herself up the way she always does. And if she wasn't moving, you wouldn't necessarily know anything was wrong with her. But like when she reaches out, she's fully like.
yeah.
But the
pretty much.
composure is still there as if nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'd worry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think after a little snack, I may take a rest and just kind of
Oh, yeah.
recuperate a little bit. Did everyone else? You're doing well. Is your father is fine still?
Yeah, he's asleep.
He's full
Are you
dad
okay,
snoring
lady?
downstairs.
Good.
I'm-
You good?
Just that was quite the experience having one's chest explode. I will have to keep that.
Is
little-
that how you stopped being a turtle? Like you just exploded out of the turtle?
that sure seems logical?
Likely. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the master of logic. She says
You.
sarcastically.
No, it was the just the like I said, it was the build up of all the arcane effects that have been in play lately with the ley lines and pulling through the barrier, and it's just it's like your bath bombs. All those ingredients came together, and then you put me in water and just exploded, I guess.
All right, well, Like a bath bomb. Magical, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
I
lot of
guess-
that last
This is-
ingredient caused me to have a bit of a glitch.
This has confused Mira.
I
So
feel like
much.
we get a good night's sleep and we look at this in the morning and it'll all become clearer.
Are you
like
saying
mud.
that we could make turtle-shaped bath bombs?
I like that idea. I think people will like that. You could make all kinds of animal-shaped bath bombs, and I think people would enjoy that. Ducks, people love ducks. Frogs would sell.
Lizard.
Tyrannosaurus rexes?
Oh, I would want those.
Maybe
you
I
could
should
make-
sleep on this.
Sleep on it.
You could make little mimic bath bombs that they look like they might have little mouths on them, but they're not.
Oh my god.
Oh, little
Ooh,
like
you-
chest ones. Huh.
You can make
Yeah.
those ones and they don't do anything. You just put them in and you think they're going to do something, but
Just
then they
sinks.
just, nothing happens.
They do nothing.
Yeah, it turns out it's just a painted ball
Yep.
of lead.
Sneaky.
Lead.
Of lead.
Yeah. For sinking porpoises.
Yeah.
Now my bath isn't fresh and I have lead poisoning.
Yeah. It's like when you're
You guys
fishing
are gonna
and you
get
put the
Mira
little weights.
sued.
You put the little lead weights on your fishing line.
Mira's
Oh
gonna
my
have
God,
to
why is this-
recall her fucking bath bombs. Okay, I'm gonna sleep on the lead bath bombs. I don't.
It doesn't sound very comfortable.
It
Sounds like a
does seem like that would be very
terrible
lumpy.
idea.
But the shapes,
Well,
though, I think the shapes,
I'm going
that
to
is
bed.
an excellent idea.
I'm pooping.
I'm rambling, so I will go over here and sit.
Before Chester goes to bed, though, he's going to sort of pull Rip aside and just sort of whisper, Rip, if anything happens weird in the middle of the night, like you think she's going to explode or anything, come get me, all right?
He gives thumbs up and nods.
Oh my
Nods
god, this one is
enthusiastically.
so unhinged, honestly.
Burps up a little bit of hag hair.
Yeah. Keep forgetting about that.
It's like a
Just
fingernail just pops out.
Ooh.
Picking his teeth. Cool. So are you all going for your long rests now then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Linger wanting to be more like Chester is going to be the funniest freaking thing. I'm already enjoying it.
Mm.
Okay. You all head off to your respective rooms for a long rest. Mura, this is
Huh.
quite possibly like the single most peaceful night of sleep you have had in so fucking long.
Oh wow.
Like, if we think about it, the team have removed like the hag corruption part from you and a big part of her link, and have now basically banished the hag somewhere else, maybe, or Rip's just eaten her and she's dead. And the like horrible nagging feeling about Alistair Frost being the hanged man has come to an end as you have now confirmed it and potentially fixed him. And I don't know if Mura would necessarily like know she's been stressing about all of that this whole time, but it's one of those where
No.
like you wake up the next morning and you're like, wait a minute, that's what's different.
I think
feel
it's like
so
one
rested.
of those things where like it just becomes your new normal, where you're like,
Yeah.
this is fine. Like I've been
like, you wake
stressed about
up-
this.
And you're like, oh, there is a weight that has lifted
Yeah.
that I didn't even know was there anymore.
Mira doesn't
Um,
need her weighted blanket anymore. She still wants it though, because she wants to feel like a baked potato. Speaking of
Absolutely,
potatoes
weighted
from
blankets are the
earlier.
best.
I agree.
But yeah, everyone has a very peaceful night. I think Lingers is still a little bit touch and go every now and then. Probably the closest she also actually has come to actually being asleep in a very long time as someone that doesn't need to sleep, but is thoroughly exhausted.
Yeah, it's very deep meditation. Is what it is.
Like, probably in-game wise, very likely has like 4 levels of exhaustion, but mechanics wise, we're not doing that. But like,
We don't do
might
that
as well
here.
have.
Yeah.
I will do
yeah.
exhaustion in general, but I'm not doing it for this specifically.
Yeah, I would say she is so tired that like she's not even doing any of the normal like put on stuff that she does so that people don't think she's dead. So like she's not even bothering with the breathing or the moving. Not she just laid out like a corpse, just being, just existing quietly.
One
She
of the
probably has
bullywugs that kind of
Existing
just
as
comes
meat.
around and does all the cleaning and stuff, like opens the door, comes in to do some cleaning, just, oh, fuck, closes the door and leaves. There's a dead body there, I'm not touching that.
And like she doesn't have a bed because she doesn't normally sleep, so it's just like she's just like laid out on the ground, just. And probably because Rip is a jerk, has like arranged her body so that it looks like she collapsed.
He's in the middle of drawing a chalk outline.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
There's so much chalk in a wizard's room.
Oh yeah, and he knows which ones are the ones that are like for specific spells and which ones are just like the like this is where we're gonna draw on the wall to figure out a formula. And so he's like there's like a hologram of Syldaris that's just sitting there doing this.
That's so fucking hilarious. I imagine that he's done like just her outline, but also like little other things that like, you know how they would like outline blood splatter or something, but there's nothing there. What the fuck?
I think he's also done like fake runes around her so that it looks like a casting circle just to fuck with people.
He also spends a solid hour debating whether he should write I love Rip on Linger's forehead, but eventually decides not to.
He does try to draw a little mustache on her, but he's got the white chalk, and so it just doesn't.
It just does nothing. But eventually, I would do what I normally do at the end of a long rest and say morning rolls around, but it doesn't. You're on the world tree. There is no morning. The 8 hours pass. One of the kobolds that you have as an alarm clock starts roostering in the tower. Just screaming, banging pans. Yeah, you will eventually wake up. What would you like to do?
Can we take a little break? I got a potty.
Yep. Absolutely.
It just felt like a good time.
It's a very good time.
Very good.
And people can plan where they want to move forward from here. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hearable,
back.
bearable, wearable. We're back.
And
Hello.
and bearable.
I've changed music app. We'll see if Soft Rope's better than Kenku FM today.
Oh.
The only issue is I can't control Soft Rope from my Stream Deck, which is why I like using Kenku. And it's made by the Owlbear Rodeo people, but it's fine. I also love Soft Rope, so it's fine.
It's fine.
We love
yes.
everything.
We do.
We love so many things. We love all the
Drink-
gizmos, gadgets, and apps.
Wraith. We love it.
Breathe energy. God. It's just a full hour.
Delicious
of
iced
people
tea.
We love.
Yes. Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons and dungeons.
You guys wake up from your long rest. Linger feeling much better. Still probably like feeling the effects of being that drained, but like it's just that kind of like not quite headache, but just that slightly off feeling in the back of your head.
Yeah, it's one of those what are those migraines called where they don't really hurt, but like they're still messing with you?
An
Mhm.
One of
aura
those.
migraine.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
she's
just
just
get
aura
the hurt.
farming now.
I just get the painful ones, so I like the non-painful ones.
And then I guess we'll figure out later what the effect of the diffusing the magic did.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that between sessions. That's always fun.
So, you guys wake up,
Do.
grab your brush, you put a little makeup. What would you like to do?
That'll perfect.
That was not periphery.
Breakfast meeting, perhaps?
You're just having the best day ever. She's like, she's up.
I have
feeling
the
good.
cookies.
Yeah, she eats whatever cookies she brought back with her because I don't think Linger took all of them. Also,
No,
she probably
just took a bottle.
Okay.
Mura's also passed out during the long rest and just covered in cookie crumbs.
Yeah, that's it. Honestly,
One
true.
hand still in the jar.
Her sugars are messed up for sure. Oh man. Yeah. Mira will get up and go to the kitchen. Breakfast meeting. Always normal. That's what we do.
Cool. You see Chester's mum is already up, already cooking enough breakfast for everyone.
Oh,
Chester's dad is
bugbear-sized
helping.
portions, so I hope you're hungry.
Oh man.
It's the classic Chester's dad's doing all the like chopping, prep, and tidying up, and she's doing all the cooking. And between the two of them, they are laying out a banquet.
Wow, this is a lot of food.
A veritable hero's feast, minus the magic. Maybe one day.
You can see as
For
well,
now, man, it's magic.
also at the table, is Alistair Frost, just like slightly hunched over a cup of coffee.
Poor guy.
Looks like he
This
was
is
very
tough.
much like persuaded to come into the kitchen and at least have this cup by definitely one of Chester's parents, just to be like, no, come on. You've
I feel like
had
he
a,
looks like he had a rough night at
time.
the railroad.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just-
Couple rough
doesn't
nights
have
in the river.
he doesn't have cigarettes, but he looks like he smoked a whole pack last night.
Shit, I almost spewed out my drink.
Etheray
man
definitely had some
has
sort
been
of
working
Feywild
nights at the-
cigarettes.
The Huddle House. It's been rough.
Holy
It's been rough.
shit. Not the fucking Huddle House, Lindsay.
That's how bad it is. That's how rough he looks.
He's not even working at the Waffle House. He's working at the Huddle House, y'all. It is You don't know how serious that.
I definitely don't,
I
because
do not.
If
Yeah.
you can't get a job at the Waffle House, you gotta go to the Huddle House and you just.
This is a real place. Is it a chain?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
And it's a
aware of
rough
Waffle
job,
House
like,
and
it's-
Waffle
it's-
House law.
It's rough.
Yeah. People are not nice to Huddle House employees.
No, it's
Hmm.
like it's like I said, it's people aren't nice at well, I guess you could a lot of people are nice at Waffle House employees depending on the time of the day that you go. But a Huddle House is like all the Waffle Houses in your area are full, you can't get in, you're mad, it's 2 a.m. and you're just ready to finish your pack of cigarettes at the counter. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather
Yeah.
I'd rather starve than go to a Huddle House.
Well, when I lived in Lafayette, Georgia, we only had a Huddle House, so that's what we. 16
my-
years old, smoking menthols at the Huddle House with all my punk rock friends.
Oh my
It's
god.
just- Rowdy bunch. Anyway, that's his story.
Morning
Good
meeting, morning meeting. Hello,
You're
everyone.
Smoking menthols at the Huddle House for the last thousands of years. Menthols, very specifically. Okay, sorry.
You see, Alistair kind of like half looks up as Mura's entering, and there's like, you can see he probably like wants to go over or say hi or do something, but there's just that like awkwardness around him. He knows what happened when he was the Hanged Man. He knows that you guys know all about the Hanged Man. He's still probably coming to terms with being normal again. There's a lot going on in his brain, and he just kind of like awkwardly glances over at Mura and quickly kind of looks back down at the coffee in his mug.
Aw, she sees it and she comes over and gives him like a hug around the shoulder and is like, "Hi, good morning. Hope you slept good. You look really tired."
Morning.
still."
Yes, I think maybe a few thousand years of not sleeping probably catching up with me.
Wow, yeah, that's a pretty big sleep debt, I gotta say. That's a thing
Not so
that
much a
where
problem
you,
for
like,
the Hanged Man, very much a problem for me.
Yeah. So sleep debt is a thing that you get when you don't sleep, and then you just like accrue it over time, and it all hits you at once. It
That
sucks.
sounds right.
Me applying my knowledge to Mira,
just-
who would.
Slides the coffee cup across the table, and Chester's dad refills it again.
Oh my god, this is a huddle house. It's not a huddle house. This is a huddle home.
Please don't steal the mugs.
Please don't steal the mugs. Now I have to get everyone huddle house mugs.
If that's not a quote in this game at the end of this robot, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, the robot
Yeah.
needs to. Sometimes I say great things and the robot does not pick out the good things.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a huddle house. This is a huddle
It's a huddle
home.
home.
Needs to be in cross stitch on someone's wall.
I'm, you know what? I'm gonna embroider, much like I have an embroidered Bucky's sweater.
Will
Maybe
you-
I'll-
Make me one.
Okay. I got this on the way home from visiting you, by the way. And I stopped at the Bucky's because Jay was like, "Give me something for Bucky's." I was like, "Fucking fine." Anyway, Mira's like, "Yeah, so I think that maybe the best course of action for you is don't drink too much of that. Or you could drink a lot of it and then go to sleep, and they call those coffee naps. And they're supposed to help a lot. I don't know if they do. Someone told me about it. Probably Spanner. You don't know who that is.
Definitely
but-
Spanner. If you drink loads of coffee, you don't need to sleep, and then you can finish what you're working on before you collapse.
You can collapse in a coffee nap. You know, a coffee nap is where you chug coffee and then you take a 20-minute nap, and apparently it's, I don't know. It apparently worked for some people.
Damn.
I don't know, try it. Try it, chat. Try it.
Yeah. Get back
Not
to
a
us.
health
Let us know
professional.
how your coffee nap went.
See you in 2 weeks. Background.
Sorry.
Really
Yeah.
harassing me.
As you're all kind of like,
Whoa!
The fuck was
burning the
that?
tower.
it's the start of one of the songs, one of the tracks.
Bullywugs
The
are up to
Mm.
something.
Yeah.
On the 8th floor, the bullywugs and the kobolds are having a little mini war.
Yeah, they're having their morning meeting too.
100% kobolds win that. 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, as you're all kind of making your way in and sitting down, Ervir kind of trails in behind everyone else. So the inhabitants of the tower, I guess, is now down to the Bullywugs, the Kobolds, Chester's parents, Alistair Frost, you guys, and Ervir.
For now.
For now.
For now.
You gotta lighten this load a bit.
Oh, Lighten. Sure. Yeah, we can go that direction.
Oh, do we not have do we have too
I'm
many
just
people?
saying. I'm all for more minions. Minions are
I was
great.
just letting you know that the number of people that were in here has gone down, because you did have the lovers.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Listen,
Yeah.
hey Mitch, are there any like little astral babies that we can snag and bring on? I don't know what they have
Grab
out
the
here.
Modrons.
as far
What
as,
could
like,
go wrong? Stop the Modrons.
No, like,
Yeah,
you
what
know-
could
Could possibly go
Modrons,
wrong.
yeah.
No, like a little, like, there's small little buddies everywhere, right? We've got
Definitely.
kobolds and grung and
Mm-hmm.
bullywugs are ish. So there's got to be. I'm gonna look up tiny astral creatures.
Well, I do still have is it Stibbles Codex
Or
of
the
Companions?
furry
Yeah.
folio.
Yeah,
I
Either
subscribed
that
to
or-
that. I Patreoned to that.
I know I've got.
Can we just have an infestation of things from the furry folio?
Take it
Sure.
later.
Just they're just around, like they don't do anything. It's just
Mhm, they're just there.
everywhere you look. There's some little buddy. We picked up an infestation in the astral.
It's like you opened the doors and like 20 stray cats have run in.
Yeah.
And they're yours now. Yeah, so the whole crew is here.
Fluffy folio, not furry folio.
We open one of the doors and just like a bunch of different animals come out, like the little guys. Oh, okay. Hi.
Yeah. Like when you go into another room and you light a torch, like a bunch of them just scatter. Just- there's just so many. We don't know what else here at this point.
But yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, Mira hugs her dad and then sits. She's like, I gotta go to a meeting, okay? She gives a little kiss and goes to sit down with the crew, with the abracadabras.
Mm-hmm.
Almost closed Zoom. Just want you to know that I almost closed Zoom.
It's like at school, you've got a really long table. Everyone else is sat on one side, and your crew is just sat in the cool corner of the table so you can discuss.
Cool things.
Yeah, the coolest little things. Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. That's enough jibber jabber.
Indeed.
We need to decide what we are doing next. You know, I love a game plan, tentative or otherwise.
Mhm.
I would like to make a proposal for the court, and that is we take my parents home. As much as I love having them along on our adventures, that's sort of cramping my style a little bit.
Yes.
I can't bring people back to my tower with my mum here.
Yeah.
My my parents don't know what I do on the weekends, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Chester has done a very good job of keeping
I don't live
Budweiser
with my
away
parents.
from
They
his
live with me, I
parents.
swear.
Yeah, that's
I
true,
own the
actually.
house.
And it has, not purely selfish reasons. It does have the added benefit of, there's some happenings going on the old home front there that might be taken care of in the form of, oh God, the person's name who I totally remember, who we're going to go after next.
Temperance.
Temperance.
Well, I am of a mind to agree fully with Chester.
I think that's fine. I mean, we gotta handle stuff, and you know, she like leans in. And she's like, you want to get not rid of, but like you want to, we put them in a safe place so they don't cramp your style. I don't know. I don't think anything could cramp your style, Chester.
Yeah, they got to get back to their lives. Running a cartography shop, that's not something you can just leave behind and expect to run well.
Mm-hmm.
Warden, what do you think?
It probably would behoove us to probably drop them off somewhere safe.
Did you just say behoove?
I did, yes.
I did say behoove.
Well,
You guys
I've
can't
learned
see,
these
but in the
words
docent,
since I
he's
met
got
you
a
guys.
thesaurus up.
To the docent.
that's
Docent.
helping.
Thesaurus, that's good.
Docent GBT. I need the words to make this sound more professional. Make this more formal. Make it less worthy. Less words.
More
Perfect.
human.
More human. Don't sound like an AI.
Don't sound like an AI, says the robot man. Not completely robot man. The cyborg. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that we should get going then, right? I mean,
All right, well, that will involve moving the tower out of here, which, Linga, how are you feeling today?
oh
A
right.
lot-
I am feeling much better. Thank you for asking. I will need to check the tower's reserves because it does have to, charge up. However, this is a very high resonance area that we are in, so I feel fairly confident that we'll be able to punch back through.
Yeah, you know what? I was just gonna say it makes sense. A very high residence area in this area. Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, Linga would probably have already theorized, especially like the second you guys landed here. Chances are, and especially given, as we've said, this is a very powerful place to be, but like the barrier is to kind of stop people crossing between planes. This is like a place that is the space between everything, so as hard as it is to get to here, chances are leaving from here, which is also kind of in a way like the source of the barrier, probably a lot easier than coming here in the first place.
maybe your dad can help. He has special powers to travel around here, so it might make it easier.
Yeah, I can ask him. He's really tired though. He hasn't slept good and like.
If he has any notes or a book about it, I could probably just.
I don't want you to turn into a turtle again.
That was a safety precaution, not a byproduct of the.
I don't want Chester to have to turn you into a turtle again.
It's kind of
Like,
funny,
all
honest,
Mura
turning people
saw
on.
was-
Yeah, it's.
Chester said,
You want to be a turtle?
"Let this happen."
If you ever want to be a
and
turtle,
then she was
just
a
let me
turtle.
know.
Exactly. All Mirasol was like Chester, Linger talking briefly, and then Linger become turtle. She don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
The rules are
Well,
very noble.
I won't have to expend quite so much of my own well of power to facilitate us moving. to help your father, I did have to kind of
Dig deep.
use up all. Yeah, I had to dig deep, which is fine. I didn't mind at all. It just I had to recover from it, and now I'm better, and
thing.
father is better, and here we are. Just bright as rain.
Mira makes a face when you say that. Like, what's right
Right-
about
right as
rain?
It's a natural process.
See, Linger is trying out new words as well.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're
Yeah,
all
maybe.
evolving.
I
Or devolving.
guess.
I don't.
Well, I don't want us to devolve. Oh my gosh. Mira just nods and is like, okay, I'll go. You want me to go ask him?
Sure, I'll let my parents know we're gonna take him home.
Sounds
Beautiful.
good to me. Mira like gets up, scoots down, and is like, "Hi." Says next to her dad is like, "Hi. We're gonna leave this plane and go back to the other one. Do you have any tips, tricks, ways of getting magic stuff?"
He was fully like
Listening.
in his own little world,
Oh.
staring off into space. And the minute Mira slides over and goes, "Hi," he just
Oh, sorry. I did not mean to scare you.
oh no, but fine. Yes. I have memories. As far as coming and going from here, I don't really know. I think he just sort of did it. There are probably notes back in that shack, but they're probably not very cohesive or coherent. We could still grab them, but I think from what I've seen of this tower, it might be able to just leave fairly well by itself.
Mira like scoots back down and is like, he said that he has some memories but not a lot, and that there are notes in the tower, but not that note in the hovel. We're in the tower, but they're probably not very coherent, and he thinks that we could just leave pretty easily.
Okay.
I could help. I got magic.
Yeah, I was just seeing if there was any extra information we could pick up, but it sounds we have everything we need. I wouldn't mind if you wanted to see if you can make sure the ley lines are fairly stable.
Yeah,
We'll probably have to pull from those.
that sounds good. I'm gonna check the ley lines right now, like while I'm sitting here.
You are.
I'm checking the ley. I'm gonna check the ley lines while I'm sitting here
Yeah.
eating some
You
mango.
kind of like look out the window, because like here they are kind of everywhere. When Linga landed the tower to begin with, the aero crystal that she'd kind of like lashed onto the tower, that you have now effectively stolen from the Sunset Archipelago,
It's fine.
kind of like anchored itself. Like there is the way they kind of are on the world tree. It's like the trunk of the tree has these ley lines kind of flowing up from the roots up to where kind of leaves would be, and they travel along the branches. The aero crystal that's anchoring the tower is almost like bisected by a ley line, which is more or less how it was when you used it to come over here in the first place. But in that instance, there was like the wild magic zone that was causing loads of issues. And the wild magic zone was caused by ley lines that were a bit out of control. Here it's just like a perfectly smooth, steady ley line, just straight through the center of the crystal. Probably not going to give you much, if any, trouble.
Awesome.
Well
Like,
then.
this is probably the most stable ley lines Mura has ever seen.
So stable.
Because they kind of come almost from the world tree and then out along the branches, and the branches are what kind of lead to other planes.
Cool. Well, then it sounds like we're good to go up to the control room, which has the one real control and then 3 toy controls that look real. We've established that.
Hey,
We did. Mura's steering wheel.
Yeah, good. They don't
it's
know.
just Fisher Price.
It's just the only thing is like Linger has to make sure that Chester never goes in this room during his 1 hour of smart. Just like ever.
Dang.
Or he might be like, hey, this
But
isn't
also I
actually
feel like
this
Chester's
isn't
the
plugged
sort of
in.
person to be like, nice. I see what you've done there.
Yeah, she
You
does.
probably think it was smart that you've done this.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense.
I know
She doesn't
me.
know how he's gonna respond. She's not good with people, so she's just like, yeah, we'll just avoid that. Avoidance, the perfect plan. So yeah, we'll put in. We're going to now. Are we going to edge crop or are we going to
Yeah, that is actually.
Drachenheim? What is the? Hold on. Let me get my map up.
So,
Yeah, Mitch, can you put the shard map up so we can see?
I have my
let me
map
see if I've got
somewhere in
Halidore Isles loaded
folder.
into here. I don't know if I do.
Or even just the big
Bear
one.
with. I can, but it doesn't have all the locations. I've got one that has the entire Halidore Isles zoomed in from campaign 1.
Yeah, I do too. I just have to find it.
It's all good. I'll get it up in a second.
Giggity.
Yep. Not the first time I've said that.
Jeez, Lindsay.
Giggity is just faster than like that's what she said or
Awooga.
yeah.
Awooga.
The old school Awooga.
Hamana.
Halidore Isles PNG. Yes, please.
Is this the one I want? Yes, it is. Yes, I think it is. That's
More
what everyone
Dothak,
said.
maybe. Yes. Do we want to go to more Dothak or do we want to go to Edge Crop? And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Discord. I'm gonna wait for that to load because my computer's slow as fuck.
What's my grid size on that map? Sorry, bear with.
How dare.
I know. Eroth, Halidore Isles, Halidore Isles. Open, please. I need to look at you.
Open.
There we go. Where's my thing?
Giggity.
Oh, it doesn't show. Shit. Okay. Well, we'll just do it as standard and I can always amend. Go, and then reveal all.
He's revealing all. He's revealing all.
There we go, the Halidore Isles.
Yeah, I've never seen this
Wow.
map before.
So yeah. Welcome to the Halidore Isles.
Yeah, there's another tower.
Yes,
Oh
there
my
is.
god.
Power of
Why, yes,
eternity.
because there is.
Wow.
Mr. DM, there's a second tower boss.
But yes, you will notice Mordothak is over here.
On shard.
Aw. I have to wait for this
Just
ad break.
pinging. And Edge
Ah, screw.
Why is it a split screen? Like, Jesus, thank you.
somewhere. Where's Edgecrop gone? Did I not put Edgecrop on here?
Yeah,
It's right
bottom-
here. It's
bottom
at the
right.
bottom right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. For some reason, I
Good stuff.
was misremembering it being like right up the top of the map.
I feel
But
like
yes,
probably more Dothak makes more sense, and then my folks can just, use the roads and the trade routes and such. Maybe do a little cartography on the way home, that sort of thing.
Well, if
They'd be
that's what
happy to
makes
do that.
sense.
they've got their connections.
Yeah, they're well known in the Halidore Isles.
They probably would be, to be fair, especially in Mordothak and Dragon's End, which are like two of the bigger kind of powers on this kind of area. Like, they would want, especially Mordothak would want maps of around Eroth. And if they're like
Mm-hmm.
known as one of the better, if not one of the best cartography shops on the Halidore Isles, they definitely would have had contact before.
I have
Yeah, okay.
a different version of this map, but it's almost the same. It's funny.
Yes, you might have the older one that was pre-Wonder Draft on the map.
No, I think this
Damn
one's.
bird
we do not-
Shit,
again.
there it is
we
again.
do not discuss.
That
Um,
bird scared the shit out of me. I'm not
Oh.
gonna lie.
Everything's in the right spot, so that's all that matters. Anyway, I made a maps channel so that we don't have to do this hustle every time.
thank
And
you.
I put the two that I've got.
Oh yeah, I think that's the better one from memory that I couldn't quite find.
Well, see, now we don't have to do this again. It's just
Yeah.
here.
There.
'Cause
All right.
I
Yeah, so more
obsessively
Dothak.
save things. Okay.
Yeah, you have
More
the updated one,
Dothak.
I'm using the old one. How about that?
More Dothak it is.
Let me just start setting in these coordinates here, and he starts pushing buttons and twisting knobs.
Mhm,
All right, I
mhm.
think that ought to do it.
That's perfect. As she like to the side is also doing things. I'll just make sure that the ambient temperature is nice and comfortable.
Yeah, definitely needed.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I'm gonna go put my pants on. I'll be right back.
Chester has just been free balling this entire time.
Yeah, he does.
It's all
It was
temperature
established
independent.
when we touched down. We established
Yeah.
that quite quickly. One of the first things he asked was, "How comfortable is the temperature? Do I
Yeah.
need to put pants on?"
Yeah, inside the tower it'll still be nice. Outside though, it's gonna be chilly willy.
My willy will
Definitely
be
in
chilly.
Chester's case.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. That's the better map.
So
Change it to miles. Save. And then reveal all. There we go, the better one. Cool. So you set the tower to the Halidore Isles with kind of the help of Chester's descriptions of kind of the makeup of the island, kind of what
Yeah.
areas to avoid. Don't, land the tower in the spine or anything like that, because you're not getting out of those mountains if you do.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
thinking like in the woods, like just off the road, a
Mhm.
mile or
Yeah.
so that we don't accidentally crush anyone.
just close enough to Shade's Peak that Linger can cast a discerning eye over it, but not so close that if there's anyone at Shade's Peak, they'll know.
There's no one at Shades Peak.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Mary
yeah.
took care of that.
There is a brief, like, shudder and shaking to the tower. It is nowhere near as violent as the first time you teleported it. This time it's literally just like, almost like it's powering up, and then just that rush of wind into the tower, and then the impact of landing.
Ugh.
Mira falls
the
over
last
because
one
she wasn't ready
Took
for
a
the
few
impact.
minutes. This is just like, boop, done.
Okay, so Linger makes a note to put in jump seats for everyone so they can buckle in when we do these.
But yeah, so the ambient temperature on the inside of the tower is perfect, but you can see snow falling around the outside, around the outside, around the outside.
We've got like little windowsills, right? So they like
Yes.
quickly pile up with snow, and there's pretty frost on the
Mhm.
window glasses. Question about the tower.
Yes.
How much did that drain our jump battery?
Not as much as it should have. That should have
Okay.
drained most, if not all of it, considering
Right.
it
Oh.
basically drained the entire battery to get here.
Yeah.
The battery was back to full, and
Uh-huh.
it's used like the tiniest bit. Like, Linger was not wrong in her theory that the world tree in and of itself is an incredibly powerful area that would have an impact on how easy it is.
Okay. So it was just like a lot of arcane resonance and
Yeah.
stray wiggly bits. Okay, cool.
I love a
All
good
right.
wiggly bit.
Right? I love a wiggly bit.
Don't we all?
So that's good. That means if we need to punch out of here quickly, we would be able to in a day or so.
Yeah.
Be able to do a big jump, or we could do smaller jumps now. But if we need to do a big jump, probably a couple days, just to top her off.
Cross that bridge.
Yeah,
Go to the gas station.
yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we need to. Linger echoes.
Mhm.
Cool. So,
All right, well, shall we away to the city?
We go away to the city.
Mom, Dad, I guess you come with us and you can get some travel stuff arranged from there. Eh?
yes, in voices that I completely remember.
Canadian accent, please.
Yeah. Of course. Perfect Canadian accent begins now. It's just going to be American. They're just
It's
occasionally going to say
all you
oot.
gotta do, like, yeah, oot and a boot,
Yeah, get some.
an
you
A,
Yeah.
and ask about Tim Hortons. You got
can do
it.
French. You can do French Canadian too. Get some tabernacle in there.
Mhm.
Don't do French Canadian. They'll come after you if you get it wrong. Those French Canadians are wild. I'm scared of those
They are
people.
wild. They are very nice though.
They're very nice. I'm scared of. I feel like if you cross them, they will
no.
hurt you,
Yeah.
though.
I
I'm
know,
very
really, is
scared
our
of
French Canadian audience.
No, I'm scared.
I have a French Canadian in my Brindlewood Bay game.
I've
Oh,
never
nice.
met a mean French Canadian. I'm just saying. I have the feeling if I crossed them, that would be the end of me. You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't
You know,
find your body.
I do agree with that based on the one that I know.
I don't think I know any French Canadians. When I think about it.
I met
I know Canadians, I know French, but no French Canadians.
I met French Canadians at a Montreal Canadiens game in Atlanta when they were here once, and they were very loud.
Oh, hey,
Which was-
shout out to Atlanta for not digging up their Pride Walk.
Yeah,
Like,
shout out to
other
Atlanta
big-
for not digging it up, but repainting it
Yeah.
and making it better. Happy Pride, everyone! It's Pride in Atlanta this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Last
'cause
weekend it
crowds
was
scare
Chattanooga
me.
Pride. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't go to
I'm not
Chattanooga
going.
Pride.
I don't like being outside a lot.
You know.
Okay, so we don't like to be outside, but you know who needs to be outside? Our
Mhm.
characters.
These guys, these little
bundled up.
dudes.
Get bundled up. Do we have a sled? Can we hook some bullywugs up to a sled to pull us into town? Just
I
like
mean,
dress
I
them
do
up.
I'm
have
sure there's
Huskies.
enough stuff around in the tower to put a sled together.
I want bullywugs dressed as huskies pulling our sled into town. Or I guess you could polymorph them into huskies.
No, I have that goat thing. I'm just looking for it.
Oh yeah, that's
On the ivory
right.
goat.
Ivory.
Do we need coats,
Ivory.
you guys? Because it's
Yes.
cold outside.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
freezing
Mira doesn't. She's
outside.
already got 30 layers on.
Mira puts on some gloves. I'm ready.
And a,
Actually, have some
So-
gloves in here.
some scarf. Put a scarf on her.
A little scarf.
She's absolutely
I
wearing
want-
mittens, though, right?
I
They're
want
mittens,
Mira.
Yeah.
Mira is so bundled up. She looks like the kid from A Christmas Story. She can't put her
100%.
arms down.
I have to pee, says Mira after she gets bundled up completely. I have gloves because my hands get really cold. Because I'm something's wrong with me. physically and mentally. I have diseases, so my hands get really cold. I think it's called
Cold hands, warm
Raynaud's.
heart.
Yeah, I think it's called Raynaud's phenomenon, where you just have circulating blood to your fingies.
Yeah, you know.
Reynard's warm heart.
Yeah.
And that's going on a t-shirt.
Mhm.
Where is the chat that I need to put mid-session? Okay, here is the location of the rainbow crosswalk for everybody who's really.
So yeah, I can get us a 24-hour goat, about the size of a riding horse.
Perfect.
24-hour goat sounds like a great business. Like, yeah, like you can rent the 24 hours worth of goats, you know?
Yeah. For your kudzu.
Yeah, actually true. And I thought about doing that for my kudzu, but I
You know,
just
you
want
can
to
also
be taken.
you can also use your kudzu to weave baskets and to eat yourself. You can pick it up.
I just can't tell the difference between
Kudzu and poison ivy
Yeah.
and everything else.
And
yeah.
Jay's very allergic to poison ivy to the point where if he like gets near it, he like breaks out. So I don't want to kill him.
24-hour goats, by the way to go.
They actually, I looked it up. You can rent them for a week and they fence it all off.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just eat your stuff for a week.
I need to do that, honestly. My backyard
do
is
I.
a hot mess.
Well, you know, it's the one day you have extra money, you know, to rent goats for a week. don't do
Yeah.
it.
When that happens.
When that happens.
Yeah.
Owning a house is expensive.
No.
Don't know if I
Don't do it.
recommend. Don't do
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Just
I hear
rent
bad things
forever.
about rent forever. I hear bad things about landlords though, so I don't know. I don't know, man. It's hard.
Good thing the tower is magical. We don't have to worry about that stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
back to
Anyway,
back to
Yeah.
game.
But Lingo
Back
is
to
your landlord.
game.
So you
We-
exit the tower.
Mhm.
Go
Um,
to the city.
yes. You summon the ivory goats, leash them to a sled, and they pull you in the direction Chester knows back to the main road to Mordothak. The city of Mordothak itself, Chester's probably explaining to you at length on the sled right there, is built into the actual mountains. So you're kind of like, at the moment, sledding through this forest, and there is this mountain range known as the Spines. That's kind of like the spine of the Halidore Isles. And Mordothak is this enormous dwarven fortress that kind of like, it's built into the mountains, but some of it kind of comes out of the mountains, so it looks like it's embedded in the actual rock itself.
That's pretty cool.
And as you make your way closer and closer to the city, the entrance to Mordothak, as you approach, is a pair of large, imposing doors. They are made of various metals. You can see steel, gold, mithril, adamantine, iron, all just in like banding along the doors. You can see as you get closer, there are dwarven runes carved in kind of vertical columns all across both of the doors. And the second your sled kind of comes within like 20 feet of the doors, all the runes start to flare green. You can see on, or kind of like in the middle of the doors, is this enormous circular brass knocker that's like the height of Mura.
So ever shrinking.
But it's like, it's the classic dwarven thing of like, these doors are about 20 feet high, which is incredibly unnecessary given dwarves are fairly small. It's purely to show off like the workmanship and the craftsmanship of the dwarves. And as you guys get closer, these runes kind of all start to flare up. What would you like to do?
This is so big.
Which
You
is
can just see
kind of
this
funny
enormous fortress spanning up the mountain.
because dwarves are not known for being, tall. Anyways, I guess they're kind of big. My band has played all over here, so would I know?
I
what
would
this
imagine
means?
even if you hadn't played here, Chester just living on the Halidore Isles is probably aware enough of Mordothak and kind of how it works. The runes are somewhat a precaution if anyone tries kind of breaking through the doors. That's when they tend to like activate. The glowing is more of a warning. There is kind of embedded at the center of the door, kind of perfectly in the center of the circle that this large brass knocker creates, there is a sending stone. Anyone visiting Mordothak has to use the knocker, and the sending stone can communicate with the guards inside.
All right, then Chester will step up to the knocker and knock.
Yeah, it is like I say, so like the diameter of this knocker is like 5 feet. And as Chester kind of grabs hold of it and swings it back, yes, Chester is very strong now, but it is clearly extraordinarily light for how huge it is. But when he kind of swings it back down to knock, you hear this resounding as it slams into the doors, and immediately the rune on the sending stone flares up, and you would all hear, coming from the sending stone, state your name and purpose.
So she's peeking through the sending stone there.
There's the dwarf like throwing the heads off, like fucking hell.
What?
Jeez.
I'm
Sorry,
so
you're
sorry.
peeking on the sending stone. I didn't hear that.
Sorry. Yeah, that's my friend. I'm Chester Fields. I'm here with Abracadabra and the Fields family. We're here on a vital mission.
Please hold one moment. And you hear like the sending stone kind of like crackles out for a second. The rune dies. There's clearly like some sort of discussion going on. Abacadabra, you say?
Yeah.
Very well. Enter. And there is another kind of flash on the runes on the door. They all go blue. You see this like seam, a line starts to appear in the middle of the knocker, in the middle of the sending stone, and the doors part perfectly in the middle and just start to slowly swing open. Kind of have to take like a couple of steps back so that the doors don't slowly push you out the way. All the snow on the floor is just piled to the side by these doors, just
Indeed.
and you can see now into the fortress city of Mordothak as it extends very far into the actual mountain itself. For all of you, obviously Chester would know this, but Maywood does not. He would have
That'll
kind of
happen.
explained to you guys on the sled ride over. Mordothak itself is not one kind of flat plain like most cities are. It is built across technically 5 levels, but there are 3 that are kind of open for like access for everyone. There is the main level, which is known as Mordothak proper, or just the proper. That's the ground level. It's the main living quarters. It's got all the markets, all the kind of various other miscellaneous areas. So probably the one of the 2 places Chester would know fairly well. It would have been where any gigs he's done here have been. Any heists may have been in here. And it's just kind of like the main city and miscellaneous, but the level below it is known as the Forge. And that's where kind of all the forges, the workshops are all kind of maintained. It's not one large forge. It's a collection of those who have like permission to set up their own forges, their own workshops. So it's kind of resulted in, it's almost like its own self-contained market city, where like everyone has their own workshops and forges and shops set up in their own little areas. And it actually has like veins of lava that have been channeled up through the core of the mountain into the forge to like power all the machinery and the forging. And it actually runs through the ground that you walk across with very thick layers of like transparent rocks and crystals to keep everyone safe. If we jump kind of back up to the proper, the level above that is the council, and that's reserved for housing for the council members, their family, all of their workers, their support staff. It's also where like the somewhat newly established kind of like town hall almost. So previously the council kind of had their own meeting hall and they would gather by themselves. There was an incident about 50 years ago with the Promethea floating city, the airship that had docked at Mordothak. About 50 years ago, there was an incident with Mordothak and Promethea. Go watch Campaign 1. And as a result of that, they've now got like a proper kind of town hall where people from Mordothak, the actual citizens, can come and get involved in debate with the council instead of just the council making all the decisions. The level above the council is known as the Skyline. It's an observatory platform. It's entirely open to the elements. It's built into the top of the fortress. It's hundreds and hundreds of feet long, this platform. But even still, basically no matter where you are on the platform, you can see the operations chamber that houses the kind of like inner workings and firing mechanisms of Mordothak's enormous ether cannon. Primarily because, number one, they're compensating, and number two, it is the first ether cannon
Well, all right.
to have been created across Eroth. Like, Mordothak is the birth of arcanomechanics, and they want everyone to know it. They've got the biggest and the best and most advanced ether cannon because they flex in. But it's also like the airship dock. So if you ever need to catch an airship to or from the Halidore Isles, you're probably landing or disembarking from Mordothak. Finally, not a lot of people know about it, but given Chester's kind of dodgy dealings and the fact that it has come up with you guys anyway when you've spoken to the general that you've helped, the 5th level is not often discussed and not often accessed, except by a few, very few, trusted engineers. The 5th level is the lowest level of Mordothak that's kind of like accessible, and it's known as the Generator. It is the central power for Mordothak. I think Chester would probably have heard there's something in the Generator that like allows the dwarves to have this incredible power that powers all of Mordothak. It can't just be like the lava that they claim it is. There has to be something else that's secret in the Generator. But obviously it's a closely guarded secret that they clearly don't want to share with everyone because they don't want other people to catch up with them. But Chester would very likely have heard that kind of little tidbit that most normal people wouldn't have, but like, if he was doing his little thieves' cant investigations around, as he very well may have done, someone could have let slip some stuff to him. But the chances of ever seeing the Generator without being one of the most trusted dwarven engineers is like infinitesimal.
And that's what was trying to be sabotage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Temperance was trying to gain access to the Generator.
We have a contact here, right? Because that's how we were able to. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's find that person.
You do know a dwarven general.
Yes.
But
Also,
flip back to the Colosseum.
my card that made me good at persuasion is gone
Oh,
from my character.
like vanished.
I'm
from the
trying to.
sheet?
Yeah, I still have the one
Oh.
card because I was looking at the one card that I've been holding on to where I can like ask a question at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But then I was like, hey, where's my other card? And my persuasion's back to like 0. I was like, it's not right.
That's
Trying to
very
find it.
strange.
And I think that was in like August of last year. So maybe.
Yeah.
Was it that long?
Actually, I just flicked past that note about. Yes, it was August last year, 10th of August. You pulled the throne
Good.
card.
Oh.
Where is the dwarf's name?
Wait, August of last year?
Yeah.
Apparently so.
That's when we did the
Wow.
deck of many things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
Even
when we
Gilly
killed
was
the
that long.
magician and went to the tower that was named after Levity, and
Mm-hmm.
Why I'm rich.
danced.
Well, not
Yeah,
anymore.
it just doesn't feel like that long ago. Damn.
Yeah, it's wild.
Life is crazy long.
I can't find the Dwarven General's name.
Maybe I'll just look up throne in our Discord.
Weird. Dwarven General's name has vanished.
Oh, I guess I could look in my notes. Let's see.
It's actually quite possibly in our scribe quill.
Scribe quill.
Because we had scribe quill when Chester used sending. Let's have a look.
I did already try looking up like, Dwarven General, but I couldn't find anything that way.
I have D and DHL written down. Oh, Dwarven General, Mordothak, Infiltration. Nailed it. Good job, me.
D and DHL. I remember that.
I just like that my note for the Dwarven General is literally Dwarven General, Mordothak, Infiltration. Nailed it.
Jeez Louise.
What did we do?
I don't know. What about something first braid? Fire braid? No. Minerva?
First braid.
Probably is, yes. 'Cause
Mayvera?
that's my dwarven naming scheme.
First braid.
That sounds
Mavera
good.
first braid?
That sounds
right
that
to
sounds
me.
good.
Leader of the choices? I don't know what this note means at all.
Maybe it's-
Command and attack.
Jesus
Leader
Christ,
of...
the knocker, Maywood.
I was waiting for someone to say something about that.
What happened?
I just went to the mid-session chat to do a search for the Dwarven General's name.
Oh, yeah.
There it is,
yeah.
Mava
God.
First Braid.
It is Mava
Yeah.
first braid?
So
Yes.
in one of my left offs, it's Mayor First Braid and Mordothak, which we were told had recent sun god activity. She warns that a sun god asshole or some sort is poking around the generator,
Which is bad. Very bad.
which is
Does
bad.
have it in my
Very
notes.
bad.
Yes.
Show me.
There we go. Mava First Braid. Go.
Okay, so he will greet
can have an
the
inspiration.
dwarves and say, we're here to see Mayor First Braid.
Yeah, so as you kind of enter in through the doors, your eyes are kind of like adjusting to a very sudden change in lighting. Like, it is quite dim in here, but there are also lights all over the city. You can see what would be like kind of the main street through a normal city. Perfectly in the center of it is like two sets of railway tracks, almost. And you can see everyone who's walking around is very much avoiding the tracks. And every now and then you see mine carts with various kind of items or people riding them just blasting down the tracks. And as you kind of head in, one of the guards that was at the guard post kind of steps out to meet you. He is fairly average dwarven height. Not too short for a dwarf, not too tall. But he is
Just right.
stocky. Like, dude is big.
Built like a brick
Very,
shit house,
very
as they
long,
say.
kind of like curly beard, but you can see there's kind of 4 or 5 various different kind of plaits and braids down the beard, completely bald on top, and just wearing this like, looks like it should be insanely heavy armor, but I think Warden would probably look at it and like the way he is moving in it and be like, it is made to look kind of ceremonial and cumbersome in a way, but the way he's moving in it, it is so clearly, it's got to be so much lighter than it actually looks, because he would not be able to move like that otherwise, no matter how strong he was. And he kind of comes over to you guys. There's kind of one hand resting on a sword hilt. And he... General Firstbraid is the one who passed your names over to us and said she informed us that it is entirely possible that at some point in the near future, Abacadabra would be showing up to assist her. We are aware of your arrival, although we were told it was very likely that you'd be arriving in some sort of tower.
No, well, we work in mysterious ways, and sometimes lock towers away from cities to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. We've sent word to General Firstbraid of your arrival. At present, she is currently tied up with some business. She will be with you in about a day or so, or
Wow.
should you so choose, there is a meeting going on this afternoon up in the council, and General Forsbraid will be in attendance. She has granted clearance to allow you access should you wish to attend the meeting. If you don't wish to, and you wish to spend the entire day browsing around the Proper, that is, of course, your prerogative. The Proper and the Forge are open to all. And if we do say so ourselves, the Forge has many, many things that you won't be able to find elsewhere, and of much better quality than you'll be able to find anywhere elsewhere. And kind of winks at you. But that said,
Ignore that.
the Proper and Mordothak are open. Feel free to do as you so please, as long as it is within the limits of the law. Do bear in mind that we are technically under Zeroth Dynasty rule. You see he is very much displeased mentioning the Zeroth Dynasty, given that it is very well known to be an elven dynasty. It is the law of the Halidore Isles, and therefore the law of Mordothak, but we do have rights to punish our criminals in our city as we see fit, so watch yourselves. That said, enjoy your time in Mordothak.
Thanks. You're the best.
We know. And just heads off back towards the guard tower, taking it as a compliment to all dwarves of Mordothak.
Hear me?
I mean,
No.
Well, what do y'all think? Should we go to this meeting?
yeah.
Oh god.
So the meeting will be later on in the day, so you'll have some time to kill before you go if you like, or we can jump straight to you guys going.
I do have one thing I would like to do, and that is go to where the airships are leaving to and fro, and take my parents there and pay for a ride home.
Alright.
Send them in style.
So, airship-wise, you
Sometimes.
could
Oh.
Sounds like maybe through a different mic.
Yeah.
get them an airship to Dragon's End, and then they could go from Dragon's End to Edgecrop. Edgecrop
mean,
itself
I feel
wouldn't have a
Like
dock.
with enough money, I could get them an airship wherever the hell I
Oh, yeah.
want to do.
So, yeah, if you pay enough, you would
Yeah.
absolutely, like you had with Bimbleduke, you'd be able to get like a private pilot that could
Yeah.
take you pretty much anywhere, and he'd be able to land kind of in the area outside of Edgecrop, because some of them do have
Hmm.
landing gear that can land.
I want them to land at my
Someone-
parents' door.
That, probably not, he'll crush half of Edgecrop.
Hmm.
All right, well, they can work
But he
on
can take them to the entrance to Edgecrop. It is like it's a small kind of like village bordering on town.
Just like land right in the middle of the big wrestling arena.
Yes.
just right there.
Just outside the cornfields.
Yeah, and then have the strong people carry them in a palanquin back to.
Yeah. So yeah, it's more than easy enough. So, kind of having been here previously, Chester would be somewhat savvy as to how Mordothak works, and would kind of lead you over to one of the nearest areas in the proper, which has these enormous floating discs that kind of stay for a set period of time for people to get on. And once either that period of time has elapsed or enough people are on the disc, it rises up level by level. There are some that kind of go direct, so you'd be able to jump on a disc that goes direct to the skyline rather than stopping at the council on the way. And it takes you straight up to where the skyline is, and it is this enormous open air platform. You're immediately hit by the cold. Like, Mordothak is hot from all the kind of forges and everything, and you are straight back outside in the cold. Immediately, the first thing that would catch your notice, because the floating disc is very clearly set up to take you to a very specific place on the skyline, so that the
Can you
minute
hear me?
reach it,
Yes.
the first
Yes.
thing you see
Great.
is the ether cannon.
Okay. Big old ether cannon.
It is enormous.
Oh,
There is a
yeah.
crew of like 20, 30 dwarves maintaining and operating this ether cannon. Not Ethan cannon. That's very different.
Giggity.
Come in, boss. I'm ready,
Like
coach.
Good lord.
this ether cannon,
I hear
the
you.
first prototype.
Oh. I'm
Yeah.
not lighting up at all. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
you're-
why I'm.
You're fully.
You're
We hear
ready.
you.
Oh my
This is working
God.
now.
Not
Okay,
sponsored.
well, yeah, because. Okay, it wasn't picking me up on the thing before. Sorry, I didn't mean to cause a
okay.
drama. Just like.
Cause
Yeah.
But yeah, this ether cannon, or the first prototype of it, was the one that shot down the dragon that eventually became the skeleton that Dragon's End is built around. It's big and it's famous. And it is, as you're kind of
Like
looking at
me.
it is a
Yeah.
feat of arcano-mechanical engineering. It is incredibly impressive. But all
How
around
big,
you,
like,
you see...
roughly?
Sorry?
How big, roughly? Just out of curiosity.
So it stretches about 70 feet up.
Oh,
The
shit.
turret itself for the cannon is about 30 feet long.
Well, what do you think, Warden? We get that mounted on your shoulder? We good to go. You'd fight that dragon.
You just hear like Warden vibrating with excitement. Some different armor plates just rattling.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
like, I
Foam
mean-
starts coming out of his visor slits. Like,
Speaking of that dragon that attacked the floating citadel, it was huge. This cannon could quite possibly give it a run for its money if needed. You don't know how
Ooh.
powerful exactly that dragon is, but from what you heard from Syldaris, pretty fucking powerful. But this
I own
cannon
one, too.
would help.
All right. Ooh, get that
Um,
mounted on the tower.
mm,
But yeah, equally as impressive, kind of all around you, you can see like airship dock 1B, 1C, 1D. Like, there are hundreds of docks just lining this whole massive platform, and there are just airships constantly coming and going. But it is easy enough. You eventually, Chester, you have your tricks, you have your background features that help you do this, manage to kind of sweet talk enough people, pick up enough hints, and eventually kind of make your way across the platform with your parents to a kind of like deep purple skinned tiefling, just kind of like leaning up against like the archway that leads to this particular section of the dock. He kind of flashes you a cheeky grin as you approach. He's got like it's kind of short but a very long mohawk that kind of goes from the front of his head quite far down the base of his neck, but the actual height of it is just fairly short. And he's wearing
It's like a mullet
Just-
mohawk.
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And he
Respect.
is wearing very classic like aviator clothing. Like the kind of like leather bomber jacket, the hat with the goggles, with like little cutouts for his horns.
And they got
Is he
That's fair.
single? No.
Yes. And a cutout for the
How
Bible,
does he
obviously.
feel about body temperature and the lack thereof? No.
He is actually a God shit. Who is it? Which Devil Lord is it that's on the ice level? Mephistopheles?
I think.
He's one
There
of
you
those
go.
tieflings.
Oh,
So he's chill.
Hey.
But
And role play. We're done. No more
And
needed.
role play.
hey. Oh man.
But yeah, you guys kind of approach him, and he. How can I help?
greetings. I am Chesterfields, and I'm looking to get a ride home from my lovely parents over here. They live in Edgecrop.
Of course. Just the two of them, or is anyone else joining?
It's just the two of them. They can make it if they try.
All right. And you want direct to Edgecrop? That's gonna
Direct.
cost you.
As the crow, or in your case, airship flies.
Indeed. Fair enough. Any particular rush, or just it takes as long as it takes?
Well, I'll leave that up to them if they want to take a scenic route. More's the power, but let's say direct.
Direct but scenic. Chester's dad chimes in. Bit of both.
Best of both worlds.
I am told just the journey there from here is quite scenic, even
Yes.
on a direct route.
The tiefling kind of nods briefly. That it is. Okay. Are we needing to be discreet here, or are we just straight shooting?
I think straight shooting's fine.
All right. And he kind of like, you see he's like measuring Chester up a bit. And he kind of like uncrosses his arms and kind of reaches down and like tucks a little more of his shirt into his belt buckle and kind of hooks his thumbs through the belt buckle. And Chester, like, you would know with all your kind of dealings with kind of dodgier people, this is very intentional. It's very clearly trying to draw your attention to something. And you kind of look down to where he's hooking his thumbs, and you can see set in the center of the belt buckle is a very familiar looking runestone.
Oh.
Which is the symbol of the Runestone Forge. And he kind of leans in slightly, a bit more of a whisper, and now, are we doing this through official routes with papers, or do you just want him to go?
I think we can do official routes. There's no shady business involved in this particular case. Wink, wink. Say
Alright.
some more.
Always gotta ask. Kind of like pats you on the shoulder lightly and. Alright, with papers, direct route, landing in non-landing zone.
Mm-hmm.
Travel will run you usually 700, but there's something about you, and he kind of like taps the rune stone on the belt again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call it 500.
Yeah, you're a gentleman and a scholar, and I
I
believe
try my best.
400 would probably be more than enough in this case. You are correct. If I could perhaps
Did you say
persuade
400?
you. Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check.
I haven't got to roll a persuasion in a while, and
Yeah.
yes, that's very good.
Itching.
So 25.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
He how about this? 400 and your reputation precedes you. 400, and say in the future I need a small favor. Maybe I can call on you for some help.
You know what? I like the cut of your jib. And as long as we're on the understanding that I'm allowed to say no to your favor, you got yourself a
be-
deal.
Protection or helping some transport, nothing too strenuous, but
Hey, it sounds like fun to be honest, so I'm happy to agree.
all right. Let's get him loaded up, and you see a group of like 15 kobolds come running out of the airship, and he go with these two fine, lovely people and help them bring all their stuff onto the airship, please. And they all enthusiastically nod in unison and kind of scarper off with Chester's parents to collect all their stuff, bring them back
He
to
gives
the
them
airship.
obviously a hug, cheerful goodbye.
Yes.
I promise I will call you. You know what? I'll call you tomorrow to make sure you got home safe.
Chester, your mum kind of like leans in and, now, Chester, I don't want to pry or be rude, but where did you get all this money from?
I
Rude.
got it from a magical deck of playing cards.
Not
I mean,
a
like-
lie.
One of the last times they heard from Chester before they were kidnapped for the Colosseum, he was in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And she just kind of like processes magical playing card and, you know what? Everything I've seen over the last week or so, that kind of checks out.
Not too weird, right? I also got a wish that I'm saving to I can undo anything. So you know that'll probably come in handy at some point.
Absolutely. And she just crushes you into a massive hug.
Aww.
Bugbear hug.
Your dad hears this, his ears prick up, immediately spins round and, oh yeah, comes running over,
A
joins
bug
in the
hug,
group
if you
hug.
will.
Bug hug, if you will.
Yeah.
And they eventually let you go. Before boarding the airship, the tiefling kind of turns back to Chester. You guys ever need anything, keep an eye out, keep an ear out, and if you need me, ask around for Crow.
Oh,
As the crow flies, I like it.
I get it that it's clever. I
Absolutely.
too appreciate your jib cut.
Vera looks at Linger. Are you feeling okay?
I don't know.
Why did my
Yeah.
doesn't autocorrect your sentence?
He gives like a very wide smile. You see like one of the fangs is gold, and I like her. Kind of tips the aviator hat,
Yeah.
turns around and heads back to his airship. All right, kobolds on. If any of you are left behind, you're getting left behind. You see they all
Weird,
start
not a lot of people like-
scrambling to get onto the airship. Like one of them almost doesn't make it. The drawbridge is nearly up, and he has to like jump, and the others are pulling him on. Like you
Oh, I
get the
should give him a
sense this
little
happens
help.
all the time, and there has been way too many trips where he has been delayed because the kobolds have been off doing something.
Koboldy.
Yeah, and now it's just like, if you're not here for when we leave without you, and you either find us or we'll find a new kobold. Because we will. They're everywhere.
I will leave. This car is leaving on time.
Literally. One of the last things you hear as the airship is kind of starting to pull away is one of the kobolds go, "Wait, I need to pee!"
Oh, buddy, I don't think you're gonna get to pee.
And one of them, "Oh, you should have gone before we left!"
Yeah.
I didn't need! As the airship
Chester's going to,
slowly starts.
Sort of do the goodbye wave, and then when he turns around, pull a little ice crystal that somehow cut in the corner of his eye. I don't know how that got there.
Love it. You see Chester's parents both waving back as the airship starts to drift away.
You know,
So,
it occurs to me now, we did not do a similar announcement before we left the life tree, the world tree.
Oh, are you saying we might have left somebody there?
I it could be a possibility. I didn't know those kind of announcements were typical, but now we should add that to our SOPs.
the camera cuts
Standard
back to the
operating
world tree and
procedure.
you just see a grung all
Yes.
full of fruit. Guys!
Oh,
We'll come back and they'll be
Fruit.
like in charge of the whole operation.
yeah. Little buddy.
Just one
Oh,
poor grung left behind on the
no.
world tree.
Oh, my little
You
dude.
come back and he's ripped. He's got like a homemade spear. He's had to survive by
maybe-
himself.
You should check on that at some point. Just to make sure.
That seems
just
like a
to-
future
It's been
us
like 400
problem.
years for him.
Oh dear. Well, that the
He's like Rambo.
not a phoenix. What was it? The Quaddle is there, so maybe that'll. Anyway, whoopsie doodle. Now we know. Okay.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
you are here on the skyline. You have about half a day before the meeting. We can time skip. We can check out the forge. We can check out the proper. What would you guys like to do?
That was the only thing I wanted to do. So if you guys got stuff,
I have to potty. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Be right back.
Does Mordothak have the cool shops? Is this where?
Mordothek does have quite a few cool shops. It's got a lot
Yeah,
of
'cause
arcana
it's-
mechanics,
So like,
and a lot of
I don't
more
know,
general
like
stores.
one time a halfling came and ripped her own arm off and got a
Yes, that was
replacement. That's okay. Yeah, it might be worth just taking a look around. They're known for their gadgets and gizmos. Who's it's and what's it? Aplenty.
In
Uh,
terms of magic supplies, Linga can get some, but this is more like for everyone else for once.
yeah, no, I mean she still sees value in
Oh, yeah.
the mechanical aspects of things. So, but yes, definitely encouraging the others to take advantage of this stop, because got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, that it.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So the forge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also gonna say forge.
Cool.
let's do it to it. But I'm also gonna go to the bathroom.
That's fine.
The boys' trip.
You take a floating disc direct to the forge. It's a weird situation here. It's dimmer in a way because it's further underground, but at the same time there's also like more lighting in a way because there are these veins of lava running through the center, as well as kind of all the torches and arcano-mechanical lights. Like, in terms of arcano-mechanical lighting, there is full-on just street lights, just lining the street, helping give some light. The first thing you notice as the disc is descending is just kind of the smell of like soot, metal, sweat, stone. The second thing is just the immediate assault of just the clamoring of hundreds of hammers, forges, just hard at work, workshops, just so much noise as you are descending down into the forge. It's not quite enough that you'd have to like shout to each other to talk, but it's enough that like you're talking kind of Mura level of volume.
Oh my. We're clipping.
Not quite clipping, but like her standard slightly louder than the average person level of talking.
Wait, you guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I clip again?
The first second.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said, hey, wait, I feel like I've been insulted. What
So,
okay.
I think Chester would probably be aware because, again, like, stories get told about these sorts of things. It's the talk of the town for visitors. Chester would know there's kind of like a few notable places on the forge level. There is like a column of dark stone towards the center of this area of the city, which is said to entomb the long dead undead corpse of a vampire.
Wait, the long dead undead?
He is a vampire, but was defeated and supposedly entombed in the column of stone. So, like, TBD whether he re-alived, but, like, dead for an undead.
The
There
Grateful
is-
Dead's evil enemy, the ungrateful
Yes.
undead.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
There is a
Oh, God.
stone statue, kind of nearish that column. It is a shrine to Ahir, the god of virtues. So it's Aheyr. Let me just put it in the mid-session chat. That's not how you spell virtues. One of the gods of the divine pantheon of Eroth. A bit more neutral than some of the others, but leaning more towards the good side of things. It is said that if you leave an offering at the statue, it will bestow Ahir's favor onto you. There is probably one place that Chester very well may have visited before just because it's so interesting. The Pillory of Immortality. In kind of like a darker, sequestered corner of this area, there is a madman who has been trapped within this very tall pillar for as long as anyone can remember. As long as he's been in the pillar, he doesn't age, but for some weird reason, no matter what everyone tries, he cannot be freed, and he is insane. He has been stuck in a pillar for God knows how long. Um,
Kind of wild.
and
I feel like we
Kind of-
can get him out of there.
But he's
Okay.
crazy.
down here in the forge, one of the more famous and reputable forge/shops, which will of course ring a bell for Lindsay, is Hook, Line, and Tinker, which is the forge/shop that Mary went into and cut her arm off and went, "Arm, please," and got an Arcana Mechanical arm.
Did she cut her arm off on purpose?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
walked in and was like, "I want a mechanical arm," and they were like, "An extra one or to replace it?" And she was like, "To replace it, obviously." And they were like, "Well, people generally tend to have lost the arm first," and she went, "Okay," and just cut her arm off.
Well, she also had this like blade that like popped out of the hilt, so she just like put it against her.
Yeah.
She didn't think, and she regretted afterwards that she did this thing. But there was some benefits to it. But she also cut off her own arm, and that was a hole. But yeah, so she
Usually unadvisable.
Yeah, yeah. Later,
That
she was
was-
like that was not good of me to have done that.
Did she cut it off where like the bundle of nerve endings are? Like up here?
Like she just like put it at her shoulder and then hit the button on her sword
Oh, okay.
thing. Yeah. It was
Also,
yeah.
fairly early on in the game, with Joshua still being fairly new and still finding his feet with how he wanted to roleplay, and it was his
Oh, he
one
was
of his
with her.
first big roleplay moments, and he nailed the freak out of Ethan Thorne being like, "Whoa, Mary! Whoa, 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 what's going on?"
I think she like passed out and then
As one does when
Yeah.
one's
Yeah.
when one loses
like
a
the
limb.
whole it was and then well it's a shame that he wasn't able to stick around because like he was like her last like real
Mhm.
buddy. It was there for her when she was sad. So it was since her other buddy turned into a monster and fucked off
Mhm.
and made it her fault, which was
Yes.
fun for me.
Which was
Anyway,
not discussed.
yeah. This wasn't cool. Wasn't cool.
yes.
Yeah,
you-
but that's
you
a cool
would-
shop, and you guys should go find stuff.
You would probably also
Alright.
know. I think Linger would probably be aware. Mordothak isn't like no magic. There is like a sect of dwarven magic that is practiced in Mordothak. Famously kind of like usually dwarf only. It is known as, and this is from Kobold Press, deep magic. But it's known as ring magic. So like everything is kind of based around like circles and kind of circle theory, but like they will forge rings, imbue them with magic, and that's like centric to this kind of magical style. Like it might have been touched on during her time in the Floating Citadel. There would definitely have been some dwarven professors there, and they would have known that sort of
Mhm.
magic. But it's very much like kind of like when you're drawing out your spell circle, for example, like it would be a circle. Any
Mhm.
glyphs for the ring magic is very much kind of circular. But it also kind of has this grounding in like using multiple mages as well to
Yeah.
like kind of stand in a circle, create a ring of mages, and empower spells that way as well.
Okay.
So potentially something for Linger to look into as well while she's here, not just
Yeah.
mechanical stuff.
Yeah, she'll get into the spirograph magic. That sounds great.
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah, we won't get into what the elves. Not
She
very
just starts.
affectionately
She gets
call
really passionate about it.
dwarven
She's just like,
magic.
guys, circles.
Oh boy.
I listened to a
In
podcast.
fact,
about circles.
Oh, God.
Like crop circles or
Circleology, I'm telling you, it's
numerology? Okay, well,
yeah,
I know what
it's
Lindsay's
really cool.
referencing.
Here we go.
Yeah, so let's go to the little shop
Fresh
thing.
from campaign
and-
1, I give you the
Woohoo!
forge.
mm.
Look at that! Look at that place.
Look at that. Look at it.
So like it's very much like every one of those buildings that you can see is like at minimum a forge, where you can see there's like clusters of multiple. It's like forge and workshop and probably shop as well. It's very much like you'll be given like a plot of land down here, and that's where your area is. That's your workshop, that's your workspace, that's like your area, man. That's your chill zone. That's like where you have your vibe, dude.
Yeah.
That's your area. This is your space. But yeah,
Well, let's go into the one that Linger recommends.
Oh. The hook, line, and
yes, hook, line,
Tinker.
and tinker.
and Linger wouldn't know this, but I think Lindsay might remember the party that she was with at the time, that Miri was with at the time, may have even commissioned something from
yes.
yeah, I don't remember what it was, but you know, good to know. They also do commissions.
So that dwarf, I believe that dwarf was the one who built Ethan Thorne's like grapple hook gloves.
Yeah.
used
Oh
and
yeah, and all the
fucking
spiders. I had
Um,
so many
I
spiders.
think the spiders came from the gnomes.
Oh, okay. Well, still, I had so
Um,
many spiders.
You did have spiders. That was Mary's change to Swarm Keeper Ranger
Yeah.
to release spiders. Anyway,
Anyway,
actually, tell a lie. It could have been. Mayril is a gnome. Or specializes.
well, so
in...
the first thing that I want to look for is an upgrade for Rip's personal airship that he uses.
Mm.
that he's currently flying around.
Yeah,
Forge.
yeah.
Ah. Hold on. OBS just froze.
Like, what if a teeny tiny arrow cannon?
The smallest.
So,
It's like the laser pointer of ether cannons. But it could be used to like light fuses.
Just like
off the top of my
those,
head.
like, you know, like the magic trick things that shoot the little fireballs.
Yeah. Can I have that? What you want? What you want? What you want, Ethan?
Yeah.
oh no, I was gonna say like you said arrow cannon, so my brain was like, so a ballista? Is that the word?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I meant ether,
The
but it's
ether
arrow
cannon.
crystals.
Yeah.
Ether.
Yeah.
Ethan cannons. Arrow
Ethan
crystals.
cannons.
Yeah, Ethan cannons.
Yeah, you head to Hook, Line, and Tinker. And inside is just bizarre. There is
How
shit
bizarre?
everywhere.
But we needed it twice. It works.
Yeah, that's
did.
true.
There is just stuff kind of everywhere, and you can see all of these like arcano-mechanical, kind of gnomish-sized golems just wandering around, moving things around, retrieving things. As you enter in, you hear the sound of a bell ringing. You have no idea where or how it triggered from, because there was no door. You just kind of walked in through the doorway that was open. And you see kind of emerging from the back a very, very old gnome. Like, he was pretty old when Mary came 50 years ago. It's now 50 years later. Dude's like 250 years old.
Whoa.
And you see he comes like toddling out from the back. You can hear like arcanomechanical whirring. He's got like arcanomechanical braces kind of on his legs, allowing him to walk normally from the looks of things.
Oh,
He
buddy.
kind of heads over to this counter, kind of leans on it nonchalantly and, hello, how can I help?
Wow,
I'm
you are
rude.
so old.
Mira.
Rude. But yes.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh.
It's just kind of cute, you know?
Sure.
It's a bit of the kettle in the pot situation.
Mm.
Says Mura, 4,000 years old.
You're not wrong.
Older than the gnome.
By a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, even Linger is technically older, not as old as Mira, but older than the poor gnome there.
Warden, can you give me a perception check?
Sure can. Say
14.
14.
It's not exactly subtle. You see he's like casting a discerning eye over the party. And the second his gaze lands on you, Warden, you see like a gleam in his eyes. He kind of like, trying to be subtle, like reaches up to the glasses he's wearing and just flicks down like 3 lenses, zooming one of his eyes in super
subtle.
fucking wide.
Here we go.
Like just trying to be so subtle, but just flick, flick, flick. Hand slowly back down and is like, so, how can I help you? While squinting intently at Warden. Like
There's
he's
something on
clearly
your
doing
face.
something, and I don't know if any of the rest of you notice, but Warden 100% is like, okay, he's staring at me.
Guys got to finish.
Don't say that.
He's just an enthusiast.
I
Yes,
may rule, by the way. Sorry,
what was that?
distracted.
May rule?
May rule.
Yes,
May rule.
may rule.
May rule.
Is
Well,
that
pleased to meet you, May rule.
first name, last name, or is that just your first name?
May rule, may rule.
May rule Tinkerbottom.
Tinkerbottom.
What?
Yeah.
That
May
checks out.
rule.
That is nothing really.
Hence hook, line, and tinker. I'm a tinkerer.
Be
Tinkerbottom.
hook, line, and
Hook,
Tinkerbottom.
line, and tinker.
Bottom.
Huh?
Ah.
I was very young when I came up with it.
I think it's cool.
You remind me
into
of Chetney Pockapee. You ever heard of him? Master
What's going on
craftsman.
with my-
I have once. Smelled like wet dog.
That's good.
So, how can I help? As Rip on his arcade mechanical airship and just skids to a halt on the counter. Ah! Starts squinting at it.
Could use a tune-up, maybe a little more flair. He has requested an additional seat to be added, so the engine might need a little more oomph. He did request a very small ether cannon. I don't know if that's possible. I would like. I need to hitch up my skirt sometimes when we're running or fighting, and I need my hands for spell casting. It's a whole thing. Do you have like a belt that would just, I could push a lever and it would just get my skirt out of the way.
Yes.
I
That's
would like
actually
that.
very common here. Yes.
Yes, I saw some ladies with something similar, and I was like, oh, that's quite handy. I would like that.
Especially when they're walking close to the railroad tracks. You don't want it caught in a minecart.
Certainly, yes. So that would
I've
be
seen that happen before. Woo!
fantastic.
That was a day.
Mira's looking at her skirts, like, gonna die by railroad.
Mira's like, oh my god, I have like 12 of these things on.
How do I
It's gonna take
There's no
so
belt
many
strong enough to
gears.
handle that many.
man?
Yeah, like he fully just reaches behind him into a box and pulls a belt straight out. Like he knows exactly where they are.
Yeah, it seemed like a
and just starts,
reasonable
like-
reasonable ask.
Yeah, just starts like rolling out like a tool pack and starts kind of tinkering with Rip's airship. And while he's doing that, is there anything I can do for anyone else?
Yeah, I have an idea that's, I don't know if it's in a similar vein, but sort of. I'm
Yes.
thinking belt or maybe some sort of built into my pants, but I don't always wear pants, so that's why I'm thinking belt might make more sense. Where I sort of push a button and then like a stool comes out so that when I'm sitting down, I don't have to sit on the ground like a dirty commoner. I can just sort of sit back and relax anywhere, anytime at a moment's notice.
Yes. Kind of reaches into the box next to the belt,
He just
next to the box that he just
alright.
pulled Linger's belt from, and pulls another belt out of the box next to it. Slaps it on the table
Wow.
next to the first
You know
one.
what? You are very impressive, sir.
The
Surprisingly
cinematic.
common yet again, but yes, I am impressive. But
Wow.
the dwarves working in the mines all day, they use these a lot. Quick,
All right.
Oh,
30-second
know.
break, sit on a stool, good to go.
Yeah.
how about, and I'm sure you have these on hand, some, I use different wands, and it would be interesting to have strapped to my arm, and then I could just like spring load them so that they just shoot into my hand. Just, wing.
He kind of like finally looks up from Rip's airship, pauses what he's doing. No, like thoughtfully twisting the screwdriver. But I could make it.
Perfect. If you would, be so kind. And she
just,
smiles
like-
what she hopes is her most charming smile. Like she's seen Chester do it so many times. And it's very Wednesday Addams, but she's doing her best.
He kind of like, he's looking behind him for one of the golems and kind of gestures one over, looks back towards Lingua. Scribbles
Sorry.
something down on some parchment, hands it to the golem, pats it on the head, and it just turns and starts walking away holding the paper out. Okay. Anything else?
What's to the warden? I don't have
So-
anything.
Pulls a toy gun out from under the counter and starts disassembling it to start attaching it to the ship.
Aw. I thought that was
Well,
for me.
I was also hoping to get, well, I have an idea for some upgrades for myself.
Ooh.
Yes, I couldn't help but notice you are quite the specimen.
Oh,
That said,
That is,
and he kind of flicks the lenses back down again, there is a lot of okay, I'm gonna be perfectly frank here, and I'm not being rude. I don't mean this in a mean way or anything. Just FYI, there is a lot of very outdated machinery in you.
Ooh, snap.
He called you old.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. Whoever assisted you with this, they could do better. I can do better.
Ooh.
My God, are we gonna get? Is Warden gonna get a spotting?
Warden 2.0?
Oh, I have heard that technology is moving at a very rapid pace, so it doesn't
I
take
can-
very long.
Rebuild him. Stronger.
Can you?
Faster.
You have the technology?
We have the technology.
Well, see, I knew this place would live up to its reputation.
The 6 million copper man, we could call him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warden's gonna go in looking like RoboCop comes out looking like Raiden from Metal Gear Rising.
Oh man, sick. Honestly.
Let me Google.
Yeah, for
So
Phenomenal
Gen
soundtrack.
Zers out there.
Raiden. Oh, he gets more flashback?
Kinda. So, it depends what
And a
Raiden are you
sword
looking
arm.
at.
I'm the one that popped up when I Googled. I don't know. He's got like,
What? It's like
I
she
don't
didn't
know.
know what the first one was.
I know what RoboCop is, so there's that. Yeah, he's got like the top of his head and like, I'd say like 75% of his face. Maybe he's got some muscles in them panted legs. I don't know. They should have
Oh.
crafted it to look like it.
I think my favorite
Yeah.
part is the fact that for
Um,
some inexplicable reason he has high heels.
I think my
It's
favorite
into
his
part
feet.
is the fact that for some inexplicable reason, it appears he's still got his junk because he's got a big old cod piece. They didn't take that away.
That's his Metal Gear Solid. Hey.
That's a Solid Snake.
It is
Oh.
a Solid Snake. That would have been so much better. Damn it.
Got
I
it,
wouldn't
bitch.
have gotten it.
Just
so-
edit it out. Edit it out.
Well,
No problem.
It's
but
fine.
Mitch made the joke that I would get.
Yes.
I don't know what
It's-
you're referencing.
It's there
It's-
still on him, so you always know when his Metal Gear is rising. Revengeance. So
Aw, him just can cry.
Also, he's wearing
Oh,
heels,
God.
so that way he can like hold on to the sword with his foot
Yeah,
as
I
it goes
know.
in between the heel. Yeah, and he can kick with the sword. It's really
I'm
cool,
glad-
guys.
it's
It's
so
really
good.
bizarre.
It sounds like something they'd give to a woman and they'd be like very realistic for her. You know?
I mean, I've
So-
watched videos of this guy wearing like super, super high heels, and he shows how helpful they would actually be for like archers and stuff.
Oh, I've seen
I
that
know
guy.
there's
the
a
guy.
Yeah.
I think
like
everyone
that
that,
guy.
plays D&D knows that guy. My friend
Mhm.
met him
'Cause-
like 2 weeks
Because
ago.
he's like, watch this. And then you're just like, that's
Your
cool.
friend met him?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, he's got like little animal feet, but metal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Metal Gear animal
Um,
feet.
But yes, so Meyrule. He if you're willing, I could do some work, upgrade you a little bit, bring you more in line with more Dothak and Bimbleduke levels of technology.
How much is that gonna cost? Mira says
Sounds
now becoming the
expensive,
no.
yes.
Yeah, and what do we owe you for these too? And maybe put them all in a group deal.
Yes.
Well, the belts aren't particularly expensive. The airship, the tune-up, just for fun. Equipping it with the cannon. Depending on what work your fine friend over here wants to undertake. If we ignore the work needed for now, just the belts, the airship, and the cannon, that'll be 2 gold pieces.
All right. Well, I'll pay this 2 gold, and then I will not force you to negotiate in any way. So keep that in mind when you tell my friend the price for his upgrade.
Oh,
That
and
depends
my
entirely
wrist.
on what he wants.
What's
My-
the full package?
And then my wand.
Oh yes,
bracers.
sorry. Yes. The wand holster. The golem like comes back at this point and hands him back the parchment. And he kind of like unfolds it even longer, kind of peers down it. Not too many materials, fairly simple mechanism.
Mhm.
20 gold.
Okay.
Ooh.
Done.
It's more
Well,
for the
well,
time than the actual piece itself.
And then, do you know of anywhere in this town where they sell wands? I know that's not really
Yes.
the forte of this area, but
that doesn't super matter. Let's see. There's Horbia, fellow gnome, about 10 minutes down the road if you hang a left. A bit more on the alchemy and enchanting, but she might be able to help you out. She's well known for the bargain bin of mystery potions, discounted potions, but you never know what potion you're getting.
Interesting.
And
I dabble in alchemy myself.
her husband actually also works in the market around here, and Horbia is quite well known for constantly underselling him. It's sort of like a running joke at this point.
All right.
Other
Well,
than
with-
that,
Oh, that's funny. With that in mind, the 20 gold, and then the 2 here, and then the works
best
on our friend Warden here.
What
was
what
that?
are
Sorry, I
his
was
options?
Looking through my notes.
Yes.
What did you say?
What are his options in terms of upgrades?
Well, I could do pretty much anything.
Oh,
If we're talking just a
Well-
full system base upgrade, upgrade the actual machinery, keeping him ticking, clock the system up a bit so it can keep up with more modern arcana mechanics and allow you to actually have better upgrades in the future. That'll run 50 gold.
Oh,
Okay.
and then is there more?
Yeah, like what's like the full shebang? Like what's like the best? What's the best thing?
Yes, the
He
best
kind of, like,
thing.
Strokes his chin. He's got like a single, like, wisp line of like beard, like an evil villain almost. Does Jafar have like the single?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
goatee.
Yeah, like that kind of.
And even
Jafar.
Scar kind of has a
Yeah.
little.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like that little thing, but it's very wispy, very very silver. No moustache or anything, just that bit, just that little bit on his chin, like an extended soul patch. He kind of starts twiddling it absent-mindedly. Well, as I say, it depends entirely on what he wants. Every person, every individual is different. They all want different things. If he wants me to make him fully mechanical, that's one full package. If he wants me to just upgrade everything that he has, that's a different full package. If he wants various weapons that I can see he's very clearly carrying integrated into him, I could do that as part of the package. I can... Generally, the full package would be upgrade him to more of the latest hardware and just make him run a lot more efficiently.
Is that what you want?
Uh,
What do you want,
some
Warden?
upgrades would be appreciated, especially if it means having less of the towers work. Then I'm all for that.
Could you like redo everything? Could you give him like some new armor or like spruce him
see-
up a little bit?
He kind of squints at Warden again, and it's not like the same squint as before. This is a different one. He kind of...
Oh, he knows that.
You say the tower?
Oh boy. Yes, the tower.
The one from the Silent Isle?
He wasn't from the Silent Isle, but he certainly died there.
Died there.
Yes.
Was that your doing?
We insight check to
Insight,
see if
but
like
insight check,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go for it.
I want to know if we should be like, hell yeah, we did.
I feel like we're about to get a 100% off discount here.
Hmm,
no,
that'd be
It
nice.
ain't me.
I'll take that inspiration. Damn.
Mm.
Who did it? Warden
Warden
got a
did it.
21.
Warden with a 21.
Yeah,
Um,
sir.
Come on,
There
make
is
my day, Mitch. Make my day.
there is like
A nice-
contempt behind his voice when he's talking about the tower.
Good.
And when he's asking if you're the one that killed him, there's very much like a, oh, he's dead? Like, there's nothing that you're picking up that would indicate, like, he would be sad or angry about the tower dying, or that he worked with the tower. Very much doesn't seem to have a good opinion of the tower from what you've picked up so far.
Yes, killed by his own creation in a way. Ironic, no?
He flicks all the lenses back up, kind of slides the airship to the side, rip, as it gets slid. And he kind of like places his elbows on the counter, rests his chin on his hands. And he's the one who did this to you.
Yes.
And you're the one who put an end to his shoddy workmanship.
Indeed.
Kind of straightens back up, slaps his hand down on the counter. All right. Come around the back. And starts kind of leading you back behind the counter. And if you follow, he kind of leads you through into a workshop, starts rattling this long chain. As he's pulling it, you see this, like, enormous rack, almost, kind of slides into view with all of these various, like, arcano-mechanical pieces all over them. And he... All right. Get on the table. And starts rubbing his hands together.
Yeah.
Mira looks at everyone and is like, did we just go? Like, they're just gone.
All right.
If it's all right, I'm gonna go check out this other shop while you are doing things here, and Linger will go.
I'll hang out.
off. I'll just do off-screen shopping and talk to Mitch between.
Mhm.
Yep, like we do.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mira's gonna go off-screen shopping too, but she just wants to know when can we pick Warden up from the store.
He kind of shouts from the back room. He'll be ready in an hour.
Oh,
Quick.
wow, that's
Damn.
really quick.
So it's around time.
Do you develop film as well?
Yeah.
No, that's next door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gives us a little buzzer. This will light up and buzz.
Yeah.
Ready.
Finally, we get to
perfect.
sit at a table at the Huddle House.
he
Ooh, bringing it all together.
Don't tell
he
Denny.
comes kind of over to the
Danny.
table,
Danny,
Um, reaches into like one of the corners of the table and pulls out like it looks like a cable almost, and just kind of lifts your head up and like almost like plugs it into the base of your neck. And you won't feel a thing now. If you want, I can leave you conscious and you can see what's going on, see what I'm doing. Or if you'd rather not see, I can knock you out. Either way, painless.
I don't feel much anymore, but I would prefer to be awake.
Very well. He kind of like lowers your head back down.
Seeing the towers working would remove from me would bring me much pleasure, though.
Me too. Kind of heads over to his workbench on the side, and you can see there's like a big kind of metal backpack, but it's also kind of like circular, and he kind of slings it over his shoulders, turns round, slides some goggles down that you did not see him pick up. You have no idea where those have come from. All right. Shall we? And you see 4 arcano-mechanical arms start unraveling from the backpack that he's just put on, each holding like different tools. He's just rubbing his gnomish hands together. It is incredibly quick and efficient compared to what you remember, and you vividly remember the tower made sure that that memory stayed in your system. You remember every second of how it felt to be pulled apart by the tower and pieced back together. This is another level. Like, you get the sense, even if he hadn't plugged in whatever it is that's like helping stop the pain, you would feel very little, if any, actual pain with just the efficiency and the way he's going at incredible speed, but there is also incredible care. And he is just like dismantling you entirely in minutes.
Chester, look
You
away. Don't
see-
see me naked.
I've seen it all before.
You see probably clearer than you've seen it in a while, because obviously, why would you take yourself apart? Like the human remaining parts of Warden. Clearer than you've seen them in quite a while, with a lot of the arcano-mechanical pieces that you don't need to survive taken away. And you're able to kind of like take stock of yourself again, almost. And you can see it is kind of like pale in places, and you see he's kind of like looking over you. The glasses, the goggles, sorry, he taps the side. The color of the lenses changes, and he is literally like looking over your entire body, and the man was a monster. And kind of like clicks his fingers. One of the golems comes charging into the room with like normal human medical equipment, almost. And the 2 kind of like lower arcano-mechanical arms from the backpack pick it up and start like cleaning up the connections, the remaining human parts of Warden. He starts kind of like draining whatever the fluid that the tower had used to kind of like fuel Warden. He just starts completely draining it. It is, you can see like as it's going out into this tank, this horrible brackish, brownish grey color.
Icker. So I described it. Icker.
And
Icker.
Mm-hmm.
You see another golem kind of wheels in a new tank that's this like almost like pearlescent kind of bluish white, and he kind of leans over to you and that maniac basically had you running on engine oil, which for a start is horribly inefficient for arcanomechanics. And for two, terrible for the human parts of you. Like, and he kind of lifts up the goggles for a moment. I'm glad you have come to me when you have, because parts of you were starting to rot. There would have come a time where you would have had to go fully mechanical. This? And he kind of like pats you reassuringly on the shoulder. This will take care of that. And just kind of
Perhaps that was
starts
his
pumping
plan.
from the tank back into Warden's system. This kind of much lighter, much healthier looking kind of like liquid. It's I think the closest thing I can think of that I'm picturing is like, you know, the synths in Alien, how they have like the white blood.
Mm-hmm. Like kind of like milky, like
Yeah,
yeah.
Ew.
very similar to that. But kind of like a bit more bluish hues to it. The hour passes incredibly quickly. He, throughout the entire thing, is making sure you are comfortable, making sure you are okay with what's happening. He is explaining every step of the process. Like, one of Warden's legs is actually slightly too short. The tower
Wow.
Fucking knew
didn't
it.
care really once.
That's why he's
you
always
were
walking in
created.
circles.
Like, it's not noticeable, but at the same time, like, your balance would have always been slightly off because the tower didn't care enough to account for the fact that Warden would have carried on growing and things like that. There are arcano-mechanical pieces that can grow to a certain amount with you. Obviously, at this point, most of Warden's growing is finished, so he can quite confidently give you a leg that will just be fine. But obviously, at the time, Warden's human leg grew slightly taller than his arcano-mechanical leg. And he's just talking you through every single step of the process as he's going. You know, this shoulder joint is going to roll better, this, that, like everything he is detailing as detailed as he can. And he is making a very big deal because of what you had said. Every time he removes a piece of the tower's machinery, he makes a very big deal of removing it and just tossing it. And you can see there are golems walking around the room collecting these pieces up. There is, in the corner of the room, a button which opens a chute that just drops these pieces straight down into the lava. Where, as he puts it, no one will ever touch this shit again.
This guy has such strong feeling.
Absolutely.
Love it.
The hour passes probably a lot quicker than you would have thought. Especially given Warden's first experience of this was incredibly painful. It would have probably been over a few days, but like it would have felt like weeks or months. There was probably nothing stopping the pain because, one, the tower didn't care, and two, he probably wanted you to feel it to help kind of twist you into what he wanted you to be. This is night and day difference. And it's like almost before you've even really got comfortable on the table, he is cleaning his hands off, lifting the goggles up, unplugging the cable from your neck. And you are done. And a golem comes running in with this very tall, ornate mirror, and he, take a breath, ready yourself, and when you are ready, gaze upon my handiwork.
Tight.
Warden doesn't take a breath, just gets up and looks.
I love him.
It is
I hate breathing.
the smoothest standing from prone you have experienced in a long time.
I feel like he almost stumbles, like.
Too smooth.
And
Yeah.
you head over to this mirror to have a look. And it is immaculate. It is like polished quicksilver, almost. Like just the look of this metal that has been used to kind of reinforce you. Where before, like when you kind of flex the mechanical arm, for example, it was very much like a clunky piece of machinery that kind of moved like pistons. Here, as you kind of move it, there is almost like thousands of little metal cables designed to act and move like muscle fibers, with like a very thin metal casing over the top that is incredibly strong from what you can feel. But it's incredibly light and flexible, allowing it to actually move like a human arm, which Warden's probably not used to, with the mechanical parts moving like regular parts. Like, it's incredibly disorienting. At this point, before you were very aware of like mechanical parts of you, it felt like there were almost two parts of you. It's like you now feel like just one whole cohesive, coherent person. Like there is no distinction between the flesh parts and the mechanical parts. They work exactly the same. As you kind of move around and kind of twist and turn to look at yourself, as kind of the metal parts catch the lights, you can see very, very faintly, but there is like very faint inscriptions and engravings of dwarven runes. You would probably have like heard of this sort of thing, like the more or the fanciest and kind of the most impressive arcana mechanics that people often talk about, the gnomes and the dwarves imbue with gnomish and dwarven runes and magic to help make it what it is. So where, like, for example, what could be a thick metal plate, some of the runes inscribed into it mean that this thick metal plate, when your brain sends the signals to it, will just bend like a piece of paper. But the actual strength of the metal remains exactly the same as it should be. So even though you've got this like fairly thin casing, you could still block a sword with it like you normally would, and it's not going to just snap your arm in half.
I'd like Chester's gonna stand up and sort of walk over and look in the mirror and just be like amazed at the beauty and sights that he sees. And then he's gonna look at Warden in the mirror and be like, wow, you look pretty good too.
I was waiting. Oh,
Or I knew something was coming.
yeah. I was like, I don't know where it's going. I can't wait. That's good.
Yeah, Warden actually chuckles at that.
Sees Chester checking himself out first.
Oh man,
Very cool.
very cool.
Wow, damn, Choom. You sure up my chrome. Thanks, Ripper Doc. How many eddies do I owe you for the scratch?
Jesus Christ.
What?
You
Yeah.
about scrambled Lindsay's brain with that one.
From the
I
corner
make
of the
words.
workshop.
Big do thing. Big.
He's
Did
kind
someone
of-
fry your brain gong? Come on.
It's more video game stuff,
Wiping
Lindsay.
sweat from his face with a rag.
Yeah.
The gnome kind of, the arcano-mechanical arms retract back into the backpack, and he. So how do you feel?
Like $1 million.
6 million.
$6 million man. Warden just kind of like, he kind of holds up like both his hands. His sword arm is still one of the few pieces that like remained of his actual flesh. He's holding up to his left hand, and they're both moving almost identically. Just normally I was aware of the two parts of my body, but now I feel almost more as one. I thank you for this.
Of course. It's what I do. Few things to note. This, you don't need to worry when it comes to cleaning it. If you want to take a bath or a shower like a regular person, you can. This is not going to rust. You don't need to oil it. Just be a person. You don't need to worry
No
when it
more
rains.
oil can jokes.
That means, oh my god, guys, that means we can finally have the beach episode.
We can finally have the beach episode.
Oh, it's
We
already.
can finally go to the bathhouse together. He doesn't need to be
Yay.
scared of
Yeah.
his patterns.
I feel like the same advice could be given to Linger. Just be a person.
Yeah. And he, I
It's a different
also,
tone.
I hope you don't mind. There are a few upgrades I have made to you.
He gave you some junk.
Technically, without permission, but I didn't think you would necessarily argue. So kind of
Damn
like
it, June sold the
Warden's-
cafe into me.
Warden's armor is kind of like over to the side, and he. You don't need to worry about that anymore. When you want to sleep, or power down, and be comfortable, all you need to do is just think about taking your armor. And when you want to fight, all you need to do, think about putting your armor on. And kind of like gestures to you as if to be like, have a think about putting your armor on, Warden.
Did you just give me an Iron Man upgrade? Okay, he'll think about putting his armor on.
Chester watches as Warden kind of like probably looks a bit confused for a moment and then kind of like concentrates a little bit. And you watch Iron Man style, yes, as the armor just basically folds out from the mechanical parts of Warden and the helmet just and the visor slams down.
Oh my god,
Wow.
Isaac from Dead Space. Cool.
Very cool.
All of
I like
this
it.
fully controlled by you. You can have the visor up if you want. You don't need to touch it. You don't need to do anything with your armor ever again. Fully controlled by you, by thoughts.
That is quite the upgrade, actually.
That is one of the signature pieces of Hook, Line, and Tinker. Arcana Mechanical Retracting Arm.
Wow.
Does he make that for mages by any chance? Is that a thing?
He can do. If there's armor that you're able to use.
Well, that's why I specified.
Hmm.
There,
Like,
nah.
he can make some, like, retractable plates and bit that will cover you and help a little bit, but probably not full suits of mage-specific armor, unless they're, like, battle mages. But Linger could absolutely
not.
have some badass fucking like power shoulders.
Well, I was thinking like maybe like the wand bracers, like they each can hold 2 wands, and like the back of them can be like all like badass, and then
Mhm.
yeah, some like
Absolutely
power
good again.
shoulders. Why not? Maybe like a cool like Tommy Tucker just to help, cinch that waist in a little bit.
Inbuilt corset,
Yeah,
Hey.
which Warden
it doesn't
of
really
course has.
count as armor, but she looks like she could slay.
She's already slaying.
Play queen.
But yeah, he just kind of like puts the rag down. It has been my pleasure.
How much
Me
will
as
you take
well.
for this?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How much will you take for this? Or take for this?
You have 2 options. Number 1, nothing. For getting rid of the tower. Number 2, if you insist that you owe me for this, perhaps I could call in a favor sometime.
Racking up the favors. Okay.
Favors.
Warden, keep in mind that when this favor comes to pass, I'll help you.
Well, I will say that there will probably be others coming as well. The tower has left a long line of destruction in his wake.
In that case, that's my favor. Send them all to me, and make sure they tell everyone where they got their upgrades.
Man's doing it for the business.
Yeah, smart. Word of mouth. That's the best
Yeah,
way to get
that's-
business. Yeah.
Oh well.
My name's already
Especially
known,
in a-
but seeing people, that's different.
In a pre-media world, yeah, word of mouth.
Also, subscribe to my Twitch.
Yeah, right. Follow me on Blue Sky. Check out my Insta. You can join the
Follow me on
Hook, Line, and
OnlyNose.
Tinker Discord.
Hookline and Tinker Discord.
It's a new name for our Discord.
That said, any further actual upgrades that you want, that I will charge you for. But this, call it helping an old man feel good about himself again and ridding the world of some shoddy workmanship.
Yeah. Warden will extend a hand to him.
He grabs the hand and, besides, we can't very well have a hero walking around with shoddy workmanship, can we? Gotta be top of the range, and like knocks on your elbow with a fist. Shakes your hand.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, now Warden is.
Warden Mark 2.
And mock too.
But yeah, like
He's gonna be playing with that helmet slide all day, just so you know.
You're gonna break
I'd-
it.
I'd say as well with Chester, like you've seen him kind of in and out of armor, and the armor itself was kind of bulky plate armor. And even when he'd taken the armor off every now and then, to like clean himself up and stuff, even without the armor, the pieces of him that were mechanical were just so bulky and like unwieldy in a way. And you're looking at him now and there's still like the bulk of Warden, because Warden's still a big guy.
Yeah.
But this is more like if they were to kind of spray paint the mechanical parts skin colored, you quite possibly wouldn't actually know that this wasn't all flesh. This
Probably
now
weighs
just
less
looks like
too,
you're
right?
looking at just like an enhanced person as opposed to someone who looked like they had been chopped up and had mechanical parts added to them.
Mhm. Yeah, I always said that Warden was still fluid with his movements, like despite the bulk of his armor and his mechanical bits. So this is probably like
It's like
Massive pop.
taking your weighted clothing off,
Yeah.
oh my god, the
Dragon Ball
microphone.
style.
But yeah, he kind of like pats himself on the back a little bit and just heads back out to start working on Rip's ship again, to kind of also leave you to a little minute without him there, just in case it's wanted. A bit more private than random shop owner listening into your conversations.
Serious question. When you guys leave the shop, is it in slow-mo, putting on sunglasses with Sexy Back playing? Because I feel like
I
it
don't see
should.
why it wouldn't be.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. And there's like a little bit of breeze, you know?
Every time
Perfect.
Warden enters a room now, it does the like Saja Boys theme every time they're on screen, that like whistling.
Oh my god. Mitch is a full convert. Mitch is fully obsessed with.
Because we
it's
watched it
great.
yesterday.
It's great.
That's the only reason it's
Alright.
stuck in my head. Right before bed, we watched it again. But yeah. Is there anything
Okay.
the two of you wanted to discuss now with this brief moment between you? Or are you heading back out?
Well, IRL, I have to go.
Yeah.
So that might put a
That's
cramp
why I was
in.
wrapping up.
We have a heartfelt discussion so quickly because we've
Yes.
known each other for so long.
We just look into
words-
each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Words aren't even needed, really.
You look into each other's eyes and just nod. That's all that's needed.
Cool.
Cool. So as you head back out to the shop front then, we will leave it there for this session as Linger and Mura are finishing up in the other shop, ready to meet back at Hook, Line and Tinker to collect Rip in his airship, collect Warden Mark II, and see if there's any other upgrades or anything anyone wants. So with that, we will see you all next time. Goodbye. Also, drink
Goodbye.
Wraith and use Scribe Quill.
Yeah. Subscribe, please.
Scribe Quill is awesome, and I forgot to ask Steph to talk about it this time, but it's fine. It's okay.
Heck, I'll just record something.
One time is fine. Bye.
Oh.
Bye.
I guess.